battling with flood in the past week. There have been fears over possible disease outbreak in the flooded areas as toilet facilities and refuge dams have been submerged in flood water. Speaking on Top Story last night, Deputy Volta Regional Health Director at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Senanu Kwesi Jokoto, says a public health emergency has been declared in readiness for any eventuality.
So there are several arms of this response, but for health, we have activated our coordination mechanisms, public health emergency management committees in all the districts and in the region, our rapid response teams, as well as our emergency operations center. Our health workers affected, close to about 100 people. One big facility has been shut down. That is the Richard Novartis Hospital that is in Sugakopa. Yes, it's a public health emergency.
He added, although there has been some internal mobilization, more funds are needed to execute this emergency plan. Meanwhile, the National Disaster Management Organization says out of the 26,000 persons displayed in the affected districts, over 20,000 are yet to be relocated to safe havens.
We are getting close to 26,000 as we speak, and we are still getting more people. We do a review of the figures normally in the evening into the next day.
Which means about 20,000 are out there and not in any of these safe havens.
Exactly. We have close to 20,000 completely displaced who are staying with friends and family as we speak.
While speaking to residents in Mepe on a tour of the affected communities on Monday, President Akufo-Addo promised government readiness to pull resources together to provide enough relief items to the victims.
That's why I'm saying that the committee is working in several phases. One, immediate relief, and then tomorrow. But I want you to know that the government is going to do everything in its powers to assist, to make sure that things are all right.
You heard President Akufo-Addo. The Fair Wages and Salaries Commission has recovered about 36 million cedis since it commenced the nationwide payroll monitoring exercise in April. The commission indicates the total wage bill of 17 government institutions has gradually declined as a result of the exercise, saving costs from unearned salaries. Addressing the media, the Chief Executive Officer Benjamin Arthur stated the commission will extend the exercise to other parts of the country.
There are anomalies associated with vehicle maintenance allowance, which is also pervasive in some of the institutions. And the error comes from the fact that you have an individual who at some point in time qualified for vehicle maintenance allowance and was paid accordingly and rightfully so. But after attaining a certain status, that individual is given an official vehicle and yet continues to draw vehicle maintenance allowance. If the few anomalies detected are all corrected, that will give us about 36.1. The reduction in the wage bill from the time we began up to now is about 178 million.
To other stories, retired Police Chief COP George Alex Mensah says the leaking of the secret recording in which he is heard discussing the removal of the IGP has been a blessing. He has been the subject of a parliamentary inquiry since the secret recording went viral. He has since retired from the police service to run for parliament in the Bekwai constituency on the ticket of the MPP. Speaking on PM Express last night, COP Mensah says he's reaping political benefits in the Bekwai constituency from the leaked tape.
Do you have any regrets at all?
No.
In doing what
I
you
will
did?
never regret. You see, God has his own way of blessing people. Had it not been for this tape, maybe you wouldn't have been here. My name and my picture wouldn't have been where it is circulating now. Now if you go to my constituency, everybody knows me. Everybody is looking for me. My friends that for years have not heard of me, they are calling me from US, UK, Japan, everybody.
So you said this leaked tape had actually blessed you?
It has.
Retired Police Chief COP George Alex Mensah there. Two sisters, Jessica and Sylvia, are proud carpenters. They started practicing the profession by default, but today are very excited at their choice to save a family business, Educraft Furniture. I tell their story on today's Story of Hope by first interviewing their father, Enoch Edu Tieku. Even before he completed secondary school, Enoch Edu Tieko knew the exact career to pursue, woodworks. So at age 19, he carved his first works.
I actually started practicing immediately I finished school under a mango tree. I was just producing wooden serving trays and the sales was good. So that's what I did, and I was able to get most of the required tools to start the business.
With over 3 decades experience, Mr. Tieko has freely trained over 400 youths and students with the skills gained.
As I'm talking to you, there are 5 university students right here doing their attachment, some doing internship.
Transitioning into the technology space, however, needed extra hands. That's how Mr. Tieko's daughters came on board. Sylvia, the female carpenter, shares her motivation for joining her father.
I met a client and he's like, you have to go and work for your father because the East Legon branch is a mess. I went to see for myself and I realized that it was true. So I decided to come in and help.
Her sister Jessica then explored a new venture when clients began to demand for them.
Customers kept asking, can you help someone give me curtains? So then I came up with EduCraft curtains.
Mr. Tieko, who says he's very comfortable knowing his daughters will best manage the EduCraft furniture business, wants parents to know this.
A lot of students complain that they want this very subject, but the parents says no. So please, parents should allow their children to go through this course. And furniture making is a lovely profession.
For joinees, I am Hannah Odame. Now let's get some national science and maths quiz news. Will it be a repeat or revenge as Accra Academy lock horns with their all-time rivals Presec Legon and Ghana Secondary Technical School at the quarter-final stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz later today? In a similar event last year, the Blues were crushed by the Odadiers in an all-over 30-point margin win. The two schools again meet at the Greater Accra Regional Championship, but are the Kaneshi boys armed to the teeth to revenge on the Blue Magicians? Emmanuel Bright Kweku has the story.
For a triangle, I am equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles.
Exterior angle.
That's right.
The battle over who really is the landlord of the Greater Accra region dates back to 2008 when Presec Legon and Accra Academy clashed in a quarter-final contest.
At the end of the contest, the final scores are Accra Academy 73 points, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School 83 points.
Over the years in the national competition, Presec Legon has proven to be the formidable opponent, having crushed Accra Academy on several occasions.
The regional championship in Greater Accra region, let's listen to the score. Accra Academy, 17 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, 37 points.
We like what's happening, and we like the way we feel. I mean, look at us. Yeah. We feel
we as we talk speed race and we talk Blair. They don't know what we are here to do.
But would history repeat itself, or is it time for revenge? Well, only time can tell. For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Bright Kweku.
And the competition will be live on the Joy News channel, so do stay tuned in. With that, we end the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. Thank you for your company.
Joy 99.7 FM, radio for the discerning listener.
You know your papa see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Cause and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that. Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation Movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer. Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At Absa, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
The Energy Commission, in collaboration with the Ministry of Energy and Ghana Education Service, is proud to announce the finals of the 4th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge under the theme Mechanized Small-Scale Agriculture Using Renewable Energy Technologies. Who wins the challenge? Will it be Ya Asantwa Girls and Fantiman Girls, Sugakope Senior High School, Kwapre Senior High School, Toma Senior High School, or Sewakese Girls? Join us on the 17th of October 2023 at 9 a.m. at the Accra International Conference Center. To find out, the special guest of honor is Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Bawumia, Second Lady of the Republic of Ghana. The challenge is supported by GIZ, Ashesi University, GTV, French Development Agency, We Power Authority, Cosmos Energy Ghana, VRA, and Sunom Asogli Power Ghana Limited. Participation is free.
Hi, my name is Yao Ichamponje, Marketing and Communications Manager for Apollonia City. Apollonia City is organizing a special open day on Saturday the 28th of October 2023 and would like to invite you to come explore the futuristic city that is Apollonia City. In today's tricky market, there are very few avenues to invest that make sense. That's why many have seen the light and are moving towards real estate. Come join us explore the future together. We'll be discussing interesting topics like building in a gated community, property rights according to Ghana's legal system, and so much more. The date is Saturday 28th October at 10 a.m. Venue is Apollonia City. Buses will leave the Accra Mall at 9 a.m. For enquiries, call Apollonia City on 0275 577 577. See you there.
All right, welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, the 6 a.m. news, brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you, and Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Coming up is the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life, and Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. Agbafu.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. I thank God for life.
Yeah.
It's good to be alive. Yeah.
And it is great to be alive. But of course, I'm still concerned about happenings in, the Volta region.
Mm-hmm.
I'm particularly concerned because, look, I've seen the videos and these are areas that I know. And there are people who are in dire need of assistance. Yesterday, we spoke to the Member of Parliament for North Tongue, one of the worst hit areas, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa.
It will be great to have corporate Ghana, to have NGOs, other philanthropists come to our aid, because it's quite a massive situation from North Tongue all the way to Central Tongue, South Tongue, Ada, the Sojaman constituency.
So that's the Member of Parliament. And the President was also in the he also visited the areas yesterday. Listen to him.
That's why I'm saying that the committee is working in several phases. One, immediate relief, and then tomorrow. But I want you to know that the government is going to do everything in its powers to assist, to make sure that things are all right.
Yeah, it's very important because this morning on the 6 a.m. news was reported that the Ghana Health Service is declaring a public health emergency in all the 3 torn districts as flooding of toilet facilities heightens fear of a potential disease outbreak. We don't want to get there. So
no, we don't have to get there.
It's important that help gets there quickly with them. And
look, Daryl, you're very right. It's important that help gets to the people immediately.
Yeah.
And so, yes, the president has talked about immediately and tomorrow. But how immediate is the immediate?
How immediate is the immediate?
That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we should be having that conversation now. We should be sending relief items now.
It's taking us too long. Because this has been going on for what, more than a week?
More than 2 weeks.
More than 2 weeks.
Yes. Okay, it's taking us too long. You're very right. And so this morning we'll go there. We'll find out what the situation is today. I know there are many of you who are concerned about other things that the president said, but for us the most important thing is how the people get help.
Let's get the help there.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
After that, we can have
the others are trivial.
Conversations. But the most important thing today is the help that the people would need. But of course, this one we also talk about the sentencing of the 16 persons who invaded the UTV studios, fined 200 penalty units each. Many of you have your concerns. Some of you in support. Some of you against it. Well, we'll find out more here on the Super Morning Show. But now time for the Joy Business Report with Daryl Kwao and the team.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Finance Minister indicates that Eurobond holders may face nominal haircut of between 30 and 40% as part of the restructuring of external debt. Meanwhile, World Bank set to release $300 million in budget support for Ghana in December following progress made on expected program reforms. Plus, CD expected to weaken for the third week running as demand surges ahead of the Christmas season. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Kwao. Great to be with you this morning, and a big good morning to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. First up, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has indicated that Eurobond holders may face a nominal haircut of between 30 and 40% as part of the restructuring of external debt. According to him, coupons may also not exceed 5% with final maturities of not more than 20 years. Updating investors about the state of Ghana's debt restructuring in London, Mr. Ofori-Atta said Ghana has no antipathy towards any financial instrument, ensuring that every investor's position will be respected.
So in our indicative scenario, the restructuring terms for bondholders involve maybe a nominal haircut between 30 and 40%, looking at maybe coupons of no more than 5%, and final maturities of no more than maybe 20 years. The contours of what we are discussing and analyzing.
Thank you, Minister.
We've heard a lot of that in recent weeks. And really, as a country, as a people, we have no antipathy towards any instruments which would ensure that everybody's position is respected.
Meantime, the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, has announced increased financial support for some social intervention programs by government. This move is part of efforts to lessen the impact of the International Monetary Fund program on Ghanaians. He spoke on PM Express Business Edition, which airs this Thursday at 9.
We are really looking at the Youth Start program to see how we can inject much more resources into that to enable a sense of activity and options as to appropriate skills for people and access to financing at cost that at prices that make sense. So that we are looking to do. But we are going to come up with a growth plan with the budget which will be read sometime in the middle of November. Even when you look at what we are doing with the fund, you can see that with the LEAP program, we have indexed it to make sure that we protect, against inflation, and we are also increasing the number of people that may be eligible to it to make sure that no one is really sort of left behind.
That was Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, and be sure to catch PM Express Business Edition this Thursday at 9 p.m. For the full interview. Now, Ghana is set to receive some $300 million in budget support from the World Bank in December this year. This is what Joy Business has picked up from officials working on Ghana's program. Here's George Yafe with more.
As you know, we are working on a budget support operation for $300 million that we expect to be approved before the end of the year to support the economic reform program. We also have a financial sector support operation of $250 million also expected before the end of the fiscal year. As you know, with the domestic debt restructuring, this impacted on the capital adequacy of banks, and we are coming in also to support that as part of the budget.
You're listening to the Joy Business Report. Apologies, that was not George's report. Let's move on to other stories for you. The cedi is expected to weaken for the third week running. This follows rising foreign exchange demand from local corporates and importers ahead of the festive season. Here's more.
The cedi continued to depreciate following limited foreign exchange support from the Bank of Ghana. This is despite the central bank's $20 million auction to bulk oil distribution companies and $2 million spot market interventions. These, many analysts said, were insufficient to meet the persistent foreign exchange demand. Nonetheless, the rate of depreciation is not alarming. The local currency lost 0.17% in value against the dollar last week, closing at 11 cedis, 84 pesos. It also depreciated by 0.86% against the pound and 0.60% against the euro on the retail market. On the interbank market, the cedi, however, posted a mixed performance.
Good time to head to the currency market for the latest updates. This morning, the dollar going for 11 cedis 85 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis 50 pesos, and the euro going for 12 cedis 50 pesos. The Ghana Hotels Association has said it will be heavy on insurance education for its members in its upcoming national executive meeting slated for October 18. According to the association, it is imperative to intensify education on insurance, protect lives and properties during eventualities. This follows the devastating impact of the Akosombo Dam spillage on businesses in the Volta and Eastern regions. Now, Dr. Edward Akanyamike Jr. is president of the Ghana Hotels Association.
Asked a question concerning insurance, and I'm yet to get a good feedback on that, because these are some of the things that we as an industry will have to start looking at with regards to insuring our premises against some of these disasters that may befall us. So we are actually attending our National Executive Council meeting this coming Wednesday in Elmina, and it's one of the major topics that we'll discuss at the meeting and find out ways that we can further assist or support our member hotels who have unfortunately found themselves in this situation.
That was president of the Ghana Hotels Association, Dr. Edward Akanyamike Jr. Now, this morning we have been reporting that Ghana is set to receive some $300 million in budget support from the World Bank in December this year. Thankfully, we have George's report for you. Take a listen.
Sources say this is based on progress made by Ghana when it comes to the proposed reforms from the World Bank aimed at stabilizing the economy, as well as its performance under the IMF First Program Review. The disbursement is likely to come in the second week of December 2023. This will happen after the IMF board sits on November 22, 2023 and approve Ghana's second tranche of funds based on its performance under the First Program Review. This will go along with support projects identified in the 2023 budget. For government, it will go a long way to help in the resumption of some donor-funded projects that were stalled earlier this year, Whilst for the Bank of Ghana, it may provide the needed foreign exchange support when it comes to improving the country's international reserves as well as stabilizing the Ghana cedi. The World Bank is also expected to disburse some $250 million before the end of this year as part of its support for the Ghana Financial Stability Fund.
Georgia Fifth there. Now, the U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, Virginia Palmer, has advised the government to encourage the usage of technology in agribusiness to increase yield and create jobs. According to her, technology can help point out fertile areas as well as correctly predict the weather. Speaking at the signing of a $300 million MOU between the Africa Data Centers and the United States International Development Finance Corporation, Ms. Palmer said technology can be a sure way to check food insecurity.
We have agencies across the U.S. government working to support that. We want to improve access to agricultural and weather data. So USAID is supporting the use of ICT-based tools to help smallholder farmers manage their operations. There's some partnership with Google, an American company, to predict weather and prevent people from being subject to floods, but better able to process crops and avoid damage to harvest loss, that kind of thing. We want to streamline and digitize customs processes and business development services to improve revenue collection for the government of Ghana, reduce losses, and increase investment in high-value agricultural goods.
U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, Virginia Palmer, on Investor Eye today. If you suspect an investment arrangement to be a fraud, never go ahead to engage the company. Don't also provide any personal information to suspicious investment companies. Let's take a listen to the head of technical ICT and digital forensic at the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Amankwata.
When someone feels they have received an investment message that could potentially be a scam, there are several steps they can take to protect themselves. 1. Do not respond to the message. Avoid engaging with the sender or providing any personal or financial information. 2. Research about the sender. Look up for the company or individual who sent you the online message. Check for any negative review or report of scam associated with their name. 3. Verify the information. If the message claimed to be from a reputable organization or financial institution, contact them directly through their official line. 4. Watch out for red flags. Be on the look for common signs of investment scam, such as they offering you guarantee of high returns with little to no risk.
That's our Investor Eye episode for today. Before we go, let's check the commodity market for you. Crude oil lost marginally, going for $89 a barrel. Gold is selling at $1,914 an ounce after losing $5. Cocoa increased by $92. It's trading this morning at $3,591 a ton. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Winstonia and the team.
Yes, Akbafu, thank you very, very much for joining us with the Joy Business Report, and all the best to your school.
Oh yes, I'm actually surprised. The scripts for the news read Persex rivals.
You need to stop that.
Oh please, Samuel. Can't even say. He sat down there. He knows that the outcome is going to be that Persex will
everything
win
is possible in this world, but all the best to Persex. So Samuel Adami knows that. He knows that. By close of today, they will be like us.
So he's just kept quiet. He's come to sit down quietly.
By close of today, you'll be like us.
Mauli.
Or you'll be like us by close of today. Don't worry. We are going to do the post-mortem from the 27th to the 29th of October 2023, when we go for our National Congress and homecoming. Still, Agenda 2025 on course. When we turn 75 years, we must win the National Science and Maths quiz to crown it. So we are working towards that.
That's your dream. We hope so.
It will come to pass.
At least you're consoling yourself with the fact that you met the Professor Kaufman.
But you must reach the quarterfinals. You must be seeded. So if your school wasn't seeded like Mamavi and you want to engage in this conversation, it's not the best. No, let's not do that. I mean,
what school did she go to again?
Please, That question I didn't hear.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Darrell Kwao. All the best. Tomorrow we'll be here celebrating. Tomorrow Samuel Adami will be like me. Let's now go for our inspirational song for today. And it's brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank, the only water storage tank with a level indicator. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. And our inspirational song for today is Victory by Joy Blessing. Joy's Blessing.
We say we'll brag and we'll end up doing a disco. And that's exactly what he has done.
So now, what does a disco stand for?
What does a disco stand for?
Yeah, now you are making it look like
you are suggesting Santa Louis.
Yeah, you see,
starting from the prelims.
Yes. Now disco is the SI unit for what?
Mamavi, you see,
you guys owe me. You owe me, the two of you.
Mamavi, always listen to me carefully. When we started this NSMQ conversation, I said, in order to be counted amongst the best, you must meet Professor Kaufman.
Oh, please. Yes. You are justified.
So, I heard it yesterday too.
Yes. I agree. We lost.
Yeah.
Long story short.
Let's move on. Sammy, shouldn't we move on?
We lost.
Let's move on.
No, but it's our program. We must hype it too.
Yes.
We are hyping it.
Now this one that you are moving on, what's the need to move on?
Me that my school, Mali, has been eliminated. I'm not complaining.
CIMG TV program of the year.
Me that
sitting heavily and properly on Joy News, Joy FM, and all its affiliates. What is your difficulty?
Me that my program, me that my school has been eliminated.
You say that.
I'm not complaining.
Party, you are crying more than the bereaved.
I've only told you that, just like Santali, we
are not mocking the bereaved.
No, we're going to do postmortem. But this other say they'll come back next year. They have been free SHS. Me, I'm not blaming free SHS. I am saying that when we go for the National Congress in Ho on the 27th to the 29th of October,
make amends.
We'll do the postmortem.
We've heard you.
Still, Agenda 2025.
I said that thing, saying it plenty now. Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel, and be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how you ensure your safe arrival.
Let's learn how to say it right.
Which is brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done. You say either. I say I.
Have you noticed how often people use IE when they mean EG? These two abbreviations have completely different meanings. EG means for example, and IE means that is. So you would say, I like many things about you, for example, your talent. Not, I like many things about you, that is your talent. If you wanted to use IE, however, you would say, my favorite thing about you is your talent, i.e. your singing. I hope you spotted the difference. EG is used when you're about to provide examples, and IE is used when you're about to provide clarification. Now, EG stands for exempli gratia, which is how you say for example in Latin. Yes, the obligatory Latin lesson begins. And IE stands for id est, which means that is in Latin. And perhaps I should stop speaking the dead language before you start saying ufecho, which in Latin would be nimio est tu. And that's how you say it right. You know, I really wish it wasn't dead though. Latin is rather romantic, isn't it? You could woo a lady with it. Check this out. Sunmitate pali tui colum tamquam fritol laganum. Translation: Okone suebubu te se fritol bottle ne krampu ne kumino.
Let's now get into the newspaper review brought to us by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and My Way, a simple life insurance by My Life. And MTN Momo dial *165# on MTN to join My Way today.
Let me start with the Daily Guide. That is reporting this morning. Akosubo Dam spillage. Akufo-Addo visits Mepe, and there is this one about court fines 16 NPP boys 38,400. Okay, now that story is on page 6. And the police statement, I'm reading the very last police statement because they were issued several hours anyway, or amended it anyway. It says 16 persons sentenced to a fine for invading UTV. 16 accused persons who invaded the United Television Studios at Tessalon in the Greater Accra region on 7th of October 2023 have been convicted and sentenced to a fine by the Achimota District Court. Following a report by the management of UTV and the Ministry of Information on 7th of October 2023 that the convicted persons had entered the studios and disrupted the live program, the police proceeded to arrest them on the premises of UTV. They were subsequently charged for being on the premises for unlawful purpose and arraigned in court. Okay, arraigned is two people for court anyway. 16th October 2023. So the accused persons pleaded guilty to the charge against them. They were therefore convicted on their own pleas and sentenced to a fine of 200 penalty units, each which amounts to 2,400 cedis. In default, 3 months imprisonment. They were also ordered by the court to sign a bond to be of good behavior for 6 months. In default, 6 months of imprisonment. So what people mostly missed and I've heard people complaining first and foremost about this charge of 2,400 per person. I mean, when the daily guy set it to 8,400, it means when you put all the 2,400 together, there are 16 of them. That's when you get the 38,000. Each individual is supposed to pay 2,400. But what people forget when they complain about this is what we charge them with, and it's in the fine print. It's there. So they were charged for being on the premises for unlawful purpose. Now that's in Ghana's criminal code is in section 155.
Okay.
And it says being on premises for unlawful purpose. A person who is found in or about a market, wharf, jetty or landing space, or in or about a vessel, veranda, outhouse, building, premises, passage, gateway, yard, garden, or an enclosed piece of land for an unlawful purpose commits a misdemeanor.
Don't you enter before you become unlawful? I'm just asking.
No, you want me to give out the elements of the crime?
Oh, but, no. I'm just... So I think the thing that I agree, people didn't pay attention to the statement. We missed the charge.
Yeah.
I guess
I heard people saying routing and all of... No.
The
those
noise
are not
could have started then. It would be like, why are you only charging them with this? Because...
But we didn't know. It was to the issue statement. We didn't know.
There is assault. I will go further and say false imprisonment because the people were restricted to the studio. Nobody could.
I heard an NMC person talk about how a producer said he was basically carried and thrown away. Yes, he said it on Newsflash.
That would even change.
He said it on Newsflash that they have spoken to them. They were in good spirits, but a producer said he was basically carried and thrown away. So, I mean, to create the impression that
assaults, battery,
all of the options are there. And when we're talking about the other option of unlawful entry, for example, just a little bit above the one on being on the premises for unlawful purpose,
because you enter before you become unlawful.
152 says a person who unlawfully enters a building with the intention of committing a criminal offense in the building commits a second-degree felony. You will now understand why anybody, if the person is interested in justice or if the person is interested in looking at the deterrence part of this particular issue, would necessarily choose either unlawful entry or may settle for this one, which is a misdemeanor, which gives the judge a very good scope to decide what to do with it. So that's where the difference is. What is the point? So you, Winston, I take the view that your show this morning, I don't like what you're saying. Then I send me and my boys to come here. I only have to prepare, if I take like 10 boys, I only have to prepare some 2,400 per person and put it down.
Yeah.
Come in there, do all the things and get the entry and get into the studio. Demand of you that, hey, what you people are doing, we don't like. This is life. Every face is seen, and I want to be part of it and all of that. Let's forget about the people who say they were carried and put in. Say that's a serious thing on its own. But what signal do we send to the sanctity of the studio that used to be the case? And I've heard somebody explain that before, that there were times, even in the most terrible times in our history, when and this is a terrible word, when people dropped human excreta in the offices of Kokubako and Co., they did it under the cover of darkness, because it is so egregious that no individual would want to do such a thing. But they do it mindful the cameras are on. They do it mindful of the fact that this could be the charge they will be leveled with. And that is where the difference is. How is anybody deterred from doing a similar thing when the only penalty you actually incur as an individual in reality is 2,400?
The concept of deterring others is, you've seen somebody do it. It's an example, right? So if the example is invade somebody's studio, threaten them, tell them you insist you want to be on the show, and that the constitution of the panel is not to your taste. You want to be included. And because of that, you restrict the people. People are not able to move. You cause fear and panic. Don't we even have a cause of action like that? And you are fined 2,400. What you're telling, the example that you have set, and I think the police must just ask themselves this. The example that you have just set with this charge and with this punishment is prepare 2,400 Ghana cedis as an individual. You can go and invade any studio that you like. That's it.
All right, so let's get to other stories.
The Finder newspaper also reporting on this issue. But the 2024 budget should scrap 3 taxes, reduce import duties. That's certainly a story of interest. It's on page 11. And the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana, they've called on the government to remove 3 taxes and levies imposed on fruit, juices, and drinks. The association highlighting the 16 taxes and levies imposed on fruits, juices, and drinks, which adds up to 60%, 60 good percent of the total cost. So some of the taxes and levies include the 20% import duty, the 15% import value added tax, there's 15% network charge VAT, the 2.5% network charge national health insurance levy, 2.5 import NHIL, the 2.5 Ghana Education Trust Fund. I'm sure you're tired of me going on and on with these taxes. 16 of them. Can you imagine?
I counted 20 for some of the sectors in the food and beverage. In fact, when I wrote the article on it, and if you compound it with the other fees that one has to pay, and I mean, let's look at it this way. They are polluting the water. I shared a video of the professor in Erastus's work who said something nice. It got me because I don't like chewing the head of the fish. But the professor said when he finished some work on the content of mercury in some fish products in certain areas, he concluded that he was no longer chewing the head and the bone of the fish. It's only the muzzle that was okay for him. I mean, I don't like the head. It's you know, there's some thinking that the fish starts rotting from the head, and if you don't take care, you might get that. But that's not the main reason.
You see,
but that's what they say. But you think about it, Kili. If our food is polluted to the levels that I cannot safely rely on it the way, because I'm worried that the fruits I might be getting, the roots, the tubers, all the other food products that I might be worried has not been tested yet, might have deposits of these ones in there. What's my option? Imported food?
Yeah.
The imported food with the 20 and so taxes that are already labeled on it. So the cheaper one, which is Ghanaian, that we are homegrown, you are destroying it with all of your pollution. The alternative, which is getting a foreign one too, there are so many taxes that is out of my reach. Automatically, I don't have an option here.
Look, and talking about taxes in general, I think we pay too many taxes at our points of entry.
Uncoordinated.
Look, I have seen. If you import a vehicle into this country,
yeah,
okay, you're going to be paying 10% as import duty. 10%. VAT is 15%. I've seen people, for instance, I know somebody who imported a vehicle into this country was supposed to pay, import duty of 15,000 and then VAT of 27,000. Yes. VAT of 27,000. Just think about it for a minute. And then that's not all. You'd have to pay other things like import NHIL, import get fund, network charge VAT, a lot of things. By the time you're done, you're paying in some instances even more than how much it cost you to import the vehicle into this country.
Yeah.
So I think I saw a post. Franklin Kojo put up a post. Somebody wrote, I think it's Kenny Senaya, who says you pay over 22 different taxes and levies if you clear or if you dare import a vehicle to Ghana. If you already have a car in Ghana, please hold on tight to it and maintain it well, even if it's 25 years old. 22. There's African Union import levy, inspection fee, network charge, Ghana Education Fund on a vehicle.
Yes, you pay all of those.
Yes. Get fund levy.
You pay NHIL, you pay VAT, and VAT sometimes. I've just shown to you.
Yeah.
And I had to import something into the country recently, and when I was giving when you're giving the total charge that you have to pay, I shook my head. I'm like, wow.
There's Ghana City disinfection fee.
Yeah.
That's 390
cedis. A lot of things, Mama V. Anyway, are you done with the Finder?
Oh, there's also an update. Special prosecutor has on Monday, October 16, revoked the freezing order in respect of the eliminated 5 banks' accounts of Ms. Cecilia Dapa, a former Minister of Sanitation. But it, however, says the special prosecutor said the freezing order was still in force and effect in respect of the other bank accounts and financial assets of Miss Dapa. That's just the update I wanted to bring.
Great. Let's get to the Chronicle for this morning. Starts with Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20. Listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end you will be wise. The big one here says, pack your things and leave quickly. NADMO advises residents affected by spillage. Now, let me just add that the advice is to communities that have not yet been hit. It says, leave those communities. But in a lot of the instances, I've seen exactly the point. Now, yesterday, someone shared with me, for instance, areas like Adidome where people have moved to, and the people who have moved some of these areas would also need help. It's not just about moving or leaving. Where do I go for some people? That's the question. Mm-hmm. Where do I go? And yesterday, the president was at MEPE. He talked about they doing everything. I've seen the video and everything the president said, and I want to put on record. No, sometimes, whoever the advisors of the president are, that forum is not the time to make any comment whatsoever about voting. Yes, no matter what your intentions are, it is not a forum to talk about the fact that you care for all Ghanaians irrespective of who voted for you, and that if it comes to voting, you won't show up here because they didn't vote. But that's not why you were elected. You were elected for all Ghanaians, and one day you know that they would vote for you. The people are distressed for Christ's sake.
Yeah, imagine.
The last thing they want to hear is one day they would vote for me. The most important thing they want to hear is how their lives that have been destroyed will be restored. That's the most important thing. Also on the front page of the Chronicle, NDC calls out AG over Frimpong Boateng report. VRA intensifies humanitarian efforts to support flood victims. Let's get to our online news review, brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
And Goyle says, what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? Well, don't do that if that's what you do. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. So Goyle Super XP, Ron 95 and Diesel XP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. Also, Goyle Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at same price as normal fuel. And Goyle Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. What's more, with over 440 stations across the nation, you've got to join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goyle Good Energy. Goyle Yen Ara Yedim.
Now, MyJoyOnline.com this morning says, if it was about who voted for me, I shouldn't be here. President tells Akosombo Dam spillage. Victims will prosecute Akufo-Addo's appointees involved in Galamsey after election 2024. And guess what? Leaked tape scandal has been a blessing to me. COP Alex Mensah retired. CityNewsroom.com is sheer wickedness to have Kolebu's renal unit closed for months. That's according to Kwabna Minta Akando. And Akosombo Dam spillage, a national emergency. Let's support displaced victims. And that's according to Professor Chris Gording. Let's not politicize the Akosombo Dam spillage and its aftermath. President Akufo-Addo. Time now for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us in Old Mutual. 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more?
Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle. Good energy.
My way insurance, my way.
Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policy holder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way. No way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASI, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our CD mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Cool. Call 054 0109 649, 054 0109 901 or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Blades on the turbines here that generate electricity. And we're asking what those blades should be made of, wood or recycled plastic.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
This week on People Fixing the World from the BBC World Service, we're finding out about initiatives that aim to stop people from taking their own lives. We'll hear about a group in Ireland that patrols the streets at night, working to stop people right before they act.
It's mad because we actually just came off the bus, so we literally are only out about 5 minutes and already there's this first interaction. Is this normal? Is this normal?
Yes, yeah, would be norm, yes.
Plus, we'll meet a woman in the US who's trying to prevent suicide deaths with a new law that's letting people ban themselves from buying a gun.
I had a mother who was suicidal that called me one day that had heard my story. I stayed on the phone with her, and eventually she just got hungry, and she's still alive.
I'm Myra Anubi, and you can join me to find out about solutions that aim to prevent suicides. That's coming up after the BBC News.
Hello, I'm Emily Thomas with the BBC News. President Biden is to visit Israel on Wednesday in a show of support for the country as it continues its war against Hamas in Gaza. The visit was announced by the US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, after late-night talks in Tel Aviv. Mr. Blinken said the president would be briefed on Israel's strategy.
President Biden will again make clear, as he's done unequivocally since Hamas's slaughter of more than 1,400 people, including at least 30 Americans, that Israel has the right and indeed the duty to defend its people from Hamas and other terrorists and to prevent future attacks. The President will hear from Israel how it will conduct its operations in a way that minimizes civilian casualties and enables humanitarian assistance to flow to civilians in Gaza in a way that does not benefit Hamas.
Our diplomatic correspondent James Landau assesses the significance of President Biden's visit.
This is a significant moment. Presidential trips usually take months to prepare. Only rarely do they visit a country at war to try to shape the conduct of the conflict. President Biden will be briefed on the country's war aims, and he'll discuss plans to secure the release of hostages taken by Hamas. But the announcement of the trip came only after Mr. Blinken had more than 7 hours of talks with Israel's war cabinet. And crucially, he said Israel had agreed to develop a plan to enable humanitarian aid to reach civilians in Gaza and establish areas where civilians would be out of harm's way. This is something many Arab leaders demanded from Mr. Blinken on his recent tour of the Gulf.
President Biden will also travel to Jordan to discuss the crisis with King Abdullah, the Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas, and the President Sisi of Egypt. The Israeli military says it's carried out airstrikes on targets in Lebanon linked to the Iranian-backed militant group Hezbollah. The Air Force said it attacked military infrastructure in response to cross-border fire. Police in Belgium, hunting the gunman who killed 2 Swedish football fans, have shot and detained a suspect. But the federal prosecutor says he cannot yet confirm the man police are holding is the Tunisian they've been looking for. He was arrested in a cafe in Brussels near his last known address. The city has been at maximum alert level following the attack on Monday, shortly before a football match between Belgium and Sweden. The game was abandoned at half-time. Fans were held in the stadium until extra security was arranged to bust them away. Caroline Locks was among the spectators.
We were watching the match and they told us that the match wasn't going to happen anymore, and tram and metro stations were closed and we had to wait for more information. Frustrated, confused, scared. I think everyone was quite scared.
You're listening to the latest world news from the BBC with me, Emily Thomas, in London. The Indian Supreme Court has declined to recognise same-sex marriage but made civil unions legal for lesbian and gay couples. Samira Hussain is outside the court in Delhi.
What the Supreme Court actually did say was that, look, the Constitution does not protect marriage for everyone, but what it does do is protect people from discrimination, and that includes sexual orientation. And because there are so many material benefits that come from marriage, like tax benefits, inheritance benefits, that ends up being discriminatory against same-sex couples. And so what they've asked the government to do is to set up a parliamentary committee to look into how they can make rules so that they are no longer discriminatory against same-sex couples.
With all but a handful of votes counted in Poland's general election, the Law and Justice Party looks set to lose power after 8 years in government. The surprise result could allow the formation of a new pro-EU government under a Liberal coalition of 3 opposition blocs. Law and Justice, with its staunchly nationalist and Catholic stance, was frequently at loggerheads with the EU. The Russian President Vladimir Putin is in China, his first official trip outside the former Soviet Union this year. He's attending an event related to the Belt and Road Initiative. The Russian leader has curtailed international travel since the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for him in March, accusing him of illegally deporting children from Ukraine. 19 defendants are going on trial in Paris today over the deaths of 39 Vietnamese migrants who suffocated in a refrigerated truck on their way to Britain in 2019. They include French, Algerian, Moroccan, Chinese and Vietnamese nationals. If convicted, most face up to 10 years in prison. BBC News.
people.
For over 10 years, Old Mutual has been touching lives in Ghana. Whether you're a trader or a student, an entrepreneur or an employer, or nearing your retirement, we have the right financial solutions tailored just for you. Contact Old Mutual on 030-7000-600 or visit our website on oldmutual.com.gh to learn more. And let's realize your financial freedom together. 10 years of greatness, here for a lifetime. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Yesu wetu chada, joya woto amadeke matemwachio. 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 Baba Yesu wetu chada. Joya woto amadeke matemwachio. Yesu wetu chada, joya woto amadeke matemwachio. Tonya omiba, miba mijo omya Yesu ko. Emya woto na Yesu. Chikadeke machomya po. Auba toa de unya. Ala rusi tonya. Lele muwa madeke mawana sio. Ayoto tonoka. Agachi pese sewo kuchukuchu. Yatami kafuma udetae. Yesu wetu chade, joya woto amadeke matemwachio. Tonya umifa, miba mijo omya Yesu ko. Emya woto na Yesu. Chikadeke machomya po. Auba toa de unya. Ala rusi tonya. Lele muwa madeke mawana sio. Ayoto tonoka. Agachi pese sewo kuchukuchu. Yatami kafuma udetae. Yesu wetu chade, joya woto amadeke matemwachio. Olodio. Joya woto amadeke matemwachio. Yesu wetu chada, joya woto amadeke matemwachio. Yesu wetu chada, joya woto amadeke matemwachio.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Tonya umifa, miba mijo omya Yesu ko.
To see some Agbaja moves from Mama V.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't see anything. Please let the song flow and Jojo bring the distant camera. Let's go. Seeing is believing.
Song is ending.
No, we can bring it back.
It's ending.
Oh, how Jojo is here. Obeti is here. Obeti has brought back the song. Mama V, please go ahead.
Show proof.
Show working. Oh, don't just say show working.
I am. Time load date. Thank you.
No, I said do them fast. Do them fast.
We love you.
Oh, Mama V. So you are deceiving our listeners that you were dancing.
I was.
No, we want to video it.
Jojo, didn't you
this
see
is
me?
The you go explain tire parts.
Oh, Mama V. See, people, let me check. I'm sure by now they started sending me messages.
Please. With our friends and family in the Volta region. There are some parts of the eastern region too also affected by this spillage by the VRA.
And Comrade Uncle says even way up in the Bono, is it? Yes, in the Bono
East region, they've also been affected.
This been compounded also by the heavy rains. We're recording heavy rains in those parts of the country. So today we will tell you the needs and what you can do to help. We're all helping. We're all on this because we're in this together. It's 14 minutes after 7. This is the Super Morning Show, and we have the UPSA Law School Point of Law series today, which is from section 202 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29. It says a person who takes part in an unlawful assembly armed with an offensive weapon or missile commits a second-degree felony and is liable to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 10 years. Our UPSA Law School Point of Law series today says a person who takes part in an unlawful assembly and armed with an offensive weapon or missile commits a second-degree felony and is liable to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 10 years. That's from Section 2022 of the Criminal Offences Act, Act 29.
But also this morning we need to talk about, we started during the news review, the sentencing, the conviction of the 16 persons. And I have an anonymous message here that says, I also agree with the, fine, the amount of the fine, as in have a problem with the amount of the fine. I think the discussion is missing the central point of the conviction. First, they have been convicted, which means from now on, all records of persons involved will have to read as convict, and that includes filling visa forms and passport applications. Secondly, they are perpetually under a bond of good behavior, which operates as a suspended sentence. Any case of bad behavior on their part in future will reactivate the sentence of 6 months. And this is from a listener of the Super Morning Show.
We appreciate that. I mean, we acknowledge the effect of a conviction. But I think we are zeroing in on the example that this will be setting. And I think that was the focus of our discussion earlier during the review, Raymond.
Yes.
We were talking about the example because people are watching. People are watching, especially as we get ready to get into the election year. People are watching, and if all you can give them by way of the fine is one charge.
And you know how when the conversation even about contempt comes up, especially contempt outside of the court comes up, and we are in this republic, we've seen people go to jail for up to a month or so, right, for contempt. And the key issues raised, despite all the difficulties with the regime of contempt, is that you need to set examples so that you protect certain institutions of state and also certain institutions that promote and develop our democracy. That is the background to this. And quite frankly, I'm not sure many of the people who went there, the UTV 16, they care more about those ones than if they were deprived of their freedoms or given much more. And I just think, we like downplaying the impact of certain triggers and serious issues when it stares us in the face that there is danger ahead. Today and some time ago, we know that they'll mass up, they'll do some of these things. I'll give you an example of the defecation and the things that they threw at people in the 90s. Let's not get it wrong. We say our democracy has advanced, we have improved, we have gotten better. And the biggest sign of your getting better is that people known, affiliated strongly within the fold of the governing party can really, with live cameras on, invade the studio to this extent. It is how you treat it that shows state's disapproval of the act. If you treat them with kid gloves, like I insist it is the case now, the signal you are sending is that, well, we are not so much supporting it, but as and when it becomes useful. How about the signal you sent to the media practitioners in those institutions? Like, be careful. Don't you dare ever say anything, or don't even recruit anybody in your conversation that says something that we do not like. That is the gravity of the matter. So we cannot treat it like, of course, I mean, many people do so many things and they get convicted for it. What's the point?
Well, let me tell you about an exciting journey ahead of you, because starting today, one of Nigeria's foremost airlines is set to touch down in Accra.
Today is 17th.
Yes, it is. Ibom Airlines will be
Welcome,
touching
Ibom.
down,
Ibom.
and its inaugural flight will be getting into the beautiful city of Accra. And so, if you're planning a trip to Lagos, Nigeria, do you want to depart on time? Do you want to experience top-notch customer service? Then look no further. Book now to enjoy the special introductory fare. With Ibom Air, you will enjoy scheduled reliability, on-time departures, and excellent services, making your journey truly unforgettable. And here's the best part. You can fly daily from Lagos to Accra with Ibom Air. Yes, you heard it right. Daily flights twice, ensuring that you have the flexibility that you need. So don't wait anymore. Book your adventure now at ibomair.com. IBOMAIR.com and be part of the excitement. Or visit the City Travel Office at the first floor, Nesta Square, South Liberation Link Road, Accra, or call us on 0202 325 226 or 0303 957 033. You can also get your tickets at the Ibom Air Counter, Kotoka International Airport, Terminal 3. Stay tuned to this station, Joy 99.7 FM, for a chance to win exciting prizes from Ibom Air. Ibom Air, connecting Nigeria and Ghana in style. Don't miss out. Book your flight today and experience the connection like never before. Once again, the inaugural flight is today.
Welcome to the beautiful city of Accra. Ibom
Is that how they would have said it?
Well,
When you pick Mama B's recent trip was to Addis Ababa.
Yeah, okay, so
that's how you hear it.
Okay. All right, yeah, okay, that's interesting. Anyway, now a poorly maintained car engine can age faster, unlike Mama B. This is why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil, because it has age resistance technology. I want to say like you. Now, it is a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even at the extreme pressure and temperatures. And now, choosing Quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
just so you know,
Yes.
I am very young.
I thought all the things I said
let's-
wonderful things about it. Is that a part you didn't get me?
Let's say
Don't mind her.
Ayiko
This wonderful conversation.
to our friends at Societe Generale. Your secure and trusted partner is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. Now, this significant milestone wouldn't have been possible without you, our loyal customer. So this anniversary, dear, it is dedicated to you. It has been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family, and business the best outcomes always. Our partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and institutions succeed, and many dreams come true. Today, we're celebrating 20 years with you. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
So the Kingdom Books and Station Limited Back to School promotion is here with us again from now till October 31st, 2023. Kingdom Books and Station Limited is giving a generous 10 to 15% discount on all school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and much more across all the branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. Parents, teachers, students, please hurry while stock lasts. For more information, call us on 0302 764 101 or 0302764209 or email info@kingdomgh.com. You can also visit our website, kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, as a business owner, I'm sure you want your business to grow. The Fidelity Ejapa account is here to help. With the Fidelity Ejapa account, you enjoy convenient payment and cash collections options such as the GHQR, the mobile money collector, and mobile teller cash collection. Access to competitively priced loans are also available to you, and you have a dedicated relationship officer. There's free insurance cover up to 48,000 Ghana cedis, free internet account too, and you can do that transfer, and free subscription to our e-banking platforms. If you think this sounds good, now you want to wait for what I'm about to tell you. The Fidelity Ejapa account is an interest earning current account. Yes, interest earning current account, and is available to both registered and sole proprietors trading in their personal names. So if you're a sole proprietor or a self-employed individual, it's time to do good business with Fidelity Bank. Join hundreds of businesses that have already signed up to the Fidelity Ejapa account, and it might just be your best decision yet. Dial *776 *0# or visit fidelitybank.com.gh today to sign up for a Fidelity Ejapa account. Terms and conditions apply. Together we are more. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
And Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible offer again. For a limited time only, they are offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the dynamic RAV4, the robust highlights, the powerful Fortuner diesel, and the luxurious Land Cruiser Prado. That's the one that someone is eyeing.
Me, myself, and I.
Cruiser Prado.
Me, myself, and I.
And the people who say that I've been promising you and I've not been buying it for you, you have not made a choice yet. It's not so.
Let me just admire the Land Cruiser Prado. Why?
Yeah, you want that now. I thought because of your position, you said you wanted something smaller.
You need to go for a test drive.
Oh, no, I'm going
that you can own it.
No, I'm going to buy one.
You want to buy the Land Cruiser Prado?
Oh, yes, I'm going to buy one.
You see the way you said it?
There's enough money in your account to buy.
Faith.
But he will get discounts.
Is that faith?
There's discounts.
Yes. I have to suck at it.
Faith, I receive it.
Faith, I should give you faith check.
Not audio check.
But these are offers available at Toyota Ghana. Now, when you make the decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will also reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity won't be around forever, so please pay a visit to any of their showrooms here in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrady. You can also call them, and the number to call is 0302 910 204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement. Toyota, superior quality.
So tired of the land wahala and the headache of securing a piece of land? Discover peace of mind with Sidan Land Bank. We've brought form and structure to land acquisition to eliminate land insecurity, multiple claims, and legal disputes. Our approach to land investment is professional and hassle-free, designed for individuals, private investors, institutions, and corporations. Buy land, because God is not going to make land anymore. Find out where the people will be going and buy the land before they get there. Our service lands are currently located at the new airport city, Chopoli, Ningo Pram district along the Tema Aflao main road. For inquiries, contact Sidan Land Bank on 0303 95 5903 or 0532 389050 or visit our website sidanlandbank.com. Sidan, buy the future now.
Now, Republic Bank, we all know, is the master of mortgages, right? They've gone lower, offering you ultra low interest rates on all of its CD mortgage products. If you're planning to own, build, or improve your home, now is the perfect time to do so. Take advantage of this window of opportunity. Call the Mortgage Hub and speak to a specialist on this number 054 010 9901 or send Fidelity Bank an email at myhome@republicghana.com. This offer is valid until 31st of January 2024. Of course, terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
Go and take the mortgage.
Yes.
You said terms and conditions what?
Apply. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
But you have a very wonderful. In fact, it's even gone lower. If you don't take it now, you are in trouble for the future.
No, Republic Bank is the one for you. Go and take the loan.
It's your best choice.
Do time value of money analysis. It is the best thing to do.
Yes, you need advice on this one.
Yeah. And Winston is good at that. So once Winston says this is
Go
the
and take
time,
it.
then it is.
Yeah.
Me, I've benefited and I don't regret it.
Free consultation.
You want to talk about what the advice he gave some time ago? Which saved you some,
All right, let's go for some Nestle nutrition now. The nutrition line is brought to you by Nestle, and Nestle offers good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. You're the reason we're here, with all the creamy goodness that Nestle brings. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisoa, and you? I welcome you warmly to Nestle Nutrition Line, the sweetest corner of the day. I hope you're well, I hope good things are happening to you, and I hope you're not giving up. On today's edition, we're discussing vitamin A deficiency, which is a form of malnutrition. Vitamin A's scientific name is retinol or retinoic acid. It is found in both animal and plant foods. Vitamin A helps maintain good skin and is critical for good eyesight. A person who is deficient in vitamin A will have difficulty seeing in the dark, and this can progress to full blindness. Being deficient in vitamin A also diminishes the immune system and makes the person prone to many infections and affects their growth, especially during childhood. You can prevent vitamin A deficiency by including vitamin A-rich foods in your diet. These include fish, liver, eggs, mangoes, carrots, green leafy vegetables, and sweet potato. You should also make sure the oil, milk, and margarine you buy are fortified with vitamin A. This is all that time will allow for today, but do please join us again on our next episode. There's plenty more goodness where this comes from. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS or call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 0593 84 5697 0593 84 5649 or 0593 84 5708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. I wish you a wonderful day filled with peace and many blessings. Accomplish every goal and every objective. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, Ma, the way you're always getting alerts these days, I won't be surprised to hear that you have gotten a Momo for Business account by my next visitor.
Oh, I'm already on Momo for Business,
since when?
Since! Now it's easy to apply for a merchant SIM. All you need is a registered MTN number, your business certificate, your Ghana card, and you are good to go.
Sir,
You think you are the only one who knows WhatsApp, eh? Look, I just dialed *5051#, selected register and the region I was requesting the SIM from, and waited for my SMS with my reference number. You can even go online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh and complete the details for an even better experience.
hey, Grandma Mumu.
Sign up for Momo for Business the easy and simple way. Just visit momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh or dial *5051# and follow the prompts and be on your way to owning a Momo business account today for free.
MTN. Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app, make a deposit, and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.com.gh. Register with promo code Welcome Ghana and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Friday, October 20th to Saturday, 11th of November. Watch Africa's top football clubs become the champion of champions. Al Ali FC, Wydad AC, Esperance, Mazembe, Enyimba FC, Mamelodi Sundowns, Atletico, Petroleos, and Simba SC. Who is the beater of champions? Catch all the scintillating action of the African Football League. Streaming at afl.africa and on FIFA Plus.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set.
Yes. Okay, wait. Let's get into the chaotic properly. And then we will explore. How old is he again?
He's 39 years.
Okay.
Is it the
Well, the
football age or
birthday
the actual one?
messages here on the Super Morning Show brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go.
Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, strong as a group,
As close as a partner.
And Franco Trading Enterprise.
Still phone Papa Perfie.
All right, let's get into the birthday shouts.
So, happy birthday to Charles Niama Mensah, aka Shatta Wale.
I wasn't sure that's what you mentioned it for.
Oh, that's his name. Yeah.
Roberto says the king of dancehall in Africa.
The king of African dance hall. Really? Shatta Wale.
That one is.
Is it because his birthday that we are installing?
He's dance hall king in Ghana.
Now you are revising that.
No, but he said he's dance hall king in Ghana.
Ah, okay.
In the whole Ghana.
Roberto.
You've not seen that one. Dance hall king.
Why I say?
But why are you supposed to Shatta Wale is 39 years?
Oh no. We're just asking.
Football is.
He says Africa. Okay, me, I was making reference to a song. Dance hall king.
No, he can't be Africa. I mean, with respect. Oh yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's birthday, so we are.
Only one Shatta. Happy birthday to you, man.
Yes.
I've got a very special chaotic shout. You have to pay attention to this because this is Fred Amegashi's mother. It's her birthday today. It's happy birthday to Auntie Anna Tay Agbozo. Today you are 70 and we thank God for your life. May the years ahead continue to be filled with peace, love, joy and good health. Happy birthday, Auntie Anna. With love from your children, your grandchildren, your siblings, your in-laws and the entire family. We love you dearly. Enjoy your special day. And that's Fred's mother. Fred is the EcoBank branch manager at Usu. It is his mother's birthday.
Oh, that's the Fred Amegashi you're talking about.
So reach out and say happy birthday.
For a minute I thought it was my old young uncle,
the other Amegashi,
who's over 70 years, but we call him young uncle.
Okay,
because he's with the boys.
Oh, okay.
All right, more chaotic shout.
Yes, happy birthday to Thomas Hughes Emisa, aka Skillful. He's in Cape Coast and is the head of audit Olam Agri Limited from your friends and brother Richard Kojonyako. And this one says to my sister Mrs. Happy birthday to my sister Mrs. Olivia Edem Doche of Amrahia from your husband Steve Doche and children Ayram Edem, wishing you more fulfilling years ahead. The thing with Doche is that based on where you come from, it may change.
Doche.
And yes, Doche is
If you come from my side, is
yes,
Doche?
I don't know. I only know of Doche. Oh no, I know of Doche. So final two here says happy birthday to Miss Charity Yadamo Usu, the CEO of Royal Yadak Company Limited and also a board member of the Ghana Blood Bank. I wish you good health and good wealth in everything you do, from Uncle Chu. And Rita Coco of Bank of Ghana wishes her husband Samuel Colley a happy birthday. She says happy birthday to the world's most loving, caring and kind-hearted husband. May you live long and love me for the rest of your life. From Rita Coco.
Whose birthday is it then?
It is Samuel Colley's birthday, and the wife is saying
she's wishing for herself.
The wife says live long to love me for the rest of your life.
But that's her wish.
Okay, for him or for her?
For him.
Okay, well
the wish for him is to love her more.
Yes. Anyway, that's an interesting one. But today is the birthday of Sandra Obobi Asantiamwa. She is with the Okre district. You know Okre. Yeah. That's where the
constituency.
Yes. That is where
Safari.
Yes, I was going to connect it. Yes. Safari things.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the sports now. The Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show, brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
1xBet,
your reliable bookmaker.
And Africa Football League. You say our game, our home. Let's go. Africa Football League.
Our game, our home. Now, do you like watching sports and betting? You'd definitely be interested in the offer of the world's famous bookmaker 1xBet, with high odds, a huge selection of sport events, and a cool mobile app. Right now, 1xBet is offering a 300% first deposit bonus. Sign up, use the promo code BETG and get a bonus of up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. 1xBet has a license to operate in Ghana, so you don't have to worry about your funds, or you don't have to worry about the safety of your funds. Join millions of 1xBet players worldwide and win big.
Now, ready to treat your callers to good tunes while you win incredible rewards? Well, earn points by purchasing, renewing, copying, or gifting your favorite caller tunes, and you can win amazing prizes based on your total accumulated points. Well, build as many points as possible, and you can win tons of data to stay connected to the things you love, or you can win an amazing 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize to splash on your favorite things. It's the perfect way to entertain your callers with music and get rewarded at the same time. Stay collecting your caller tunes points today, or start collecting your caller tunes points today. Visit callertunes.mtn.com.gh, and caller tunes is CALLERTUNEZ, or just dial *1355# to get started on the MTN caller tunes service. Promo lasts till 7th of November 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you know whether Daniel has a partner?
Daniel?
Yes.
He has a partner, as in what? As in a sports partner?
You read your
Or a
LP.
domestic partner?
So, my friends, imagine sitting in the stands at Anfield. The man doesn't want to answer the question. Cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stunning goal.
But he's a blue.
This dream could come true for you, because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. And it's just so simple to be eligible. There's an equal chance for clients and non-clients, and even those without partners. For non-clients, download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, what you just need to do is transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more your presence is felt in that basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are other consolation prizes. Open the account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Daniel, I shall find you a partner, right?
The Lord will fight my battles.
Let's get into the sports.
Let's go straight into the stories. And Ghana's Black Stars will take on the United States of America later tonight in the second of their two friendly games this window. After a 2-0 defeat to Mexico in the previous game, Ghana will be looking for a much better performance and result against the 2021 CONCACAF Gold Cup winners. The Black Stars head coach Chris Houghton believes Ghana will have a strong test against the USA later tonight.
I think the challenges are, quite obvious. You know, we're up against I think a very good team that have got good experience, they have a very good ranking, and of course are playing at home. We have watched a lot of games. We watched the recent game against Germany, and I think particularly maybe two halves. I thought USA were very good at times in the first half period, but of course up against a very good and experienced German team. So we know the challenges are high, and this is the reason why we're here.
Houghton is also looking for a much improved attacking display against the Americans after managing no shot on target in the defeat to Mexico last time out.
The game is always judged and gauged on in possession and out of possession. I thought, particularly in the first half period, our work out of possession was good. I thought we built well from the back in that first half period, and we had some opportunities, particularly early in the game. Joseph Pansel threw on that right-hand side on two occasions early in the game. But to have opportunities, it means you need to penetrate a team. And generally, there's two ways to penetrate, and that's working through the thirds or runs behind. And they're the two areas that we certainly will need to do better.
Still on tonight's game, USA head coach Greg Berhalter wants his side to be up for the Black Stars test after his side suffered a second half collapse against Germany last weekend.
But for us, it's about continuing on with how we do things and trying to improve in these areas. Ghana still has world-class players, is an experienced international team, and played in the last World Cup. So for us, it's about how do we take what we learned from Germany and apply it against Ghana. And specifically, in possession, how are we taking up good positions, have good structure in our offensive game, and then defensively, doing the small things, getting our pressure right and our shape right, especially in the defensive third.
USA and AC Milan defender Yunus Musa, who was eligible to play for Ghana, the country of his parents, says he's excited ahead of tonight's game as his family here in Ghana would be watching.
Yeah, it's really special because a lot of people from the Ghanaian community are going to be watching this game, knowing that I was eligible to play for Ghana and I've roots from there. So yeah, it's a special game because I have a lot of family as well from Ghana, so they're all going to be watching.
Let's now shift attention to the Ghana Premier League, where match day 5 concluded yesterday with Great Olympics producing a brilliant first half performance to down Accra Lions by 3-0. The win sends the Dade Boys top of the table and remain the only unbeaten team in the league so far. Let's now hear from both coaches. First, Great Olympics boss Arno Walker.
In fact, it's something that we rehearsed at training, that we have to put pressure on them so that we take our chances very early in the game, and it worked perfectly for us. It's a big revenge for me and Accra Great Olympics. Because I hear...
Let's now hear the thoughts of Accra Lions head coach Ibrahim Tanko.
And very bad. We had a very bad first half, and with 2 mistakes, we give them the game. Very worried, but you can only train for it, and we have to keep on training for it and then hope that everything will be fine. But it's very painful, but they deserve to win.
Now we have some very important news. Did you know that you can win 100,000 Ghana cedis simply by taking part in the Accra Marathon on the 11th of November? That's what stunned the crowd at the Dansoman Keep Fit Club. Were told after scores of people took part in the Great Walk, a prelude to the FMB Accra Marathon. So, Mr. Ben Ahulu, president of the Dansoman Keep Fit Club, did you say 100,000 Ghana cedis package?
100,000 cedis. This will include sponsorship package to participate in international marathon in 2024. Because our philosophy of giving prizes is to promote sports and tourism in Ghana, and also to enhance the performance of the athletes and put Ghana on the international marathon calendar. So 60,000 of this amount is going to be used for the registration of the athletes, the tickets, accommodation, and their athlete in that international marathon. 20,000 cash and 20,000 products from our sponsors.
There you have it, 100,000 Ghana cedi in prizes for the winner of the FMB Accra Marathon, which comes off in 25 days' time on the 11th of November. If you want to take part in either the 10-kilometer corporate race or the junior race for children under the age of 15 or the marathon of 42.2 kilometers itself, log on to accramarathon.com or use the short code *365 *807# to Europe. And the Belgian police have arrested a man suspected of killing 2 Swedish nationals ahead of yesterday's Euro 2024 qualifier between Belgium and Sweden. The game was abandoned at half-time for security reasons, with the incident occurring in the city hours before the game. Fans and players were ordered to stay in the stadium for their own safety before an evacuation began a couple of hours later. Here's sports journalist Samin Drakunti with more.
Well, the feeling is somewhat surreal, of course, being locked down in a football stadium for what should have been a regular night of European football. But things remained calm at the start, indeed, as you rightly suggested. Information trickled very, very slowly, and quite a few fans were not aware of what was happening. An announcement was then made that the match was abandoned and that people had to remain in their seats. So then the gravity of the situation became clear, and some fans started chanting, other fans started clapping. So the atmosphere has remained positive and very calm, but it is a surreal situation.
Elsewhere, Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice as Portugal thrashed Bosnia 5-0 in a one-sided Euro 2024 qualifier. The result means Portugal, who sealed qualification on Friday, stayed top of Group J with a 100% record. Elsewhere, Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk scored a 93rd minute penalty to give the Netherlands a crucial victory against Greece. The Netherlands are now level on points with third place Greece, but lead on the head-to-head, having beaten them twice. That's all for sports. My name is Daniel Cranting. Back to you, Mama V.
So, Daniel, we have a game against the USA. Should we stay up and watch? Or it will just be like Morocco?
Oh, if you want vibes, you can stay up and watch. If you want a win, then just leave it into the hands of the Lord.
Thanks, Daniel, for sports. There's more sports on myjoyonline.com. It's 53 minutes after 7. This is the Super Morning Show right here on Joy 99.7 FM.
Highly Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
That's why I'm saying that the committee is working in several phases. One, immediate relief, and then tomorrow. But I want you to know that the government is going to do everything in its powers to assist to make sure that things are all right.
So pressing needs in order of priority, I'll say food, number 1. Number 2, medication. Number 3, shelter, that is blankets, clothing, mosquito nets, mosquito coils. So these are the urgent things. And then because the water is contaminated, and we have urged them to stay away from the water from the lake, we will also welcome a lot of water. It will be great to have corporate Ghana, to have NGOs, other philanthropists come to our aid, because it's quite a massive situation from North Tong all the way to Central Tong, South Tong, Ada, the Sojaman constituency.
And the devastation indeed is massive. Corporate Ghana has responded. The Bankers Association responding to this call. The Chamber of Mines also responding. We will be telling you on the Super Morning Show today where you can channel your support to. We're standing with victims of the effect of the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. This is the Super Morning Show. Our social media messages. Please get involved. 05511111997. That's our WhatsApp number. Post on X with the hashtag Joy SMS. Our social media messages brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health, and GTP Lifestyle. Now, every day people face different emergencies. We have police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, but many Ghanaians don't know their emergency numbers. Well, here's one you should always remember. Star 770 hash is the EcoBank money emergency number, and it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payment, airtime, and data purchases. So much more you can do with star 770 hash even without data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Just dial star 770 hash, star 770 hash. Dial it for solutions to your money emergencies. And remember, EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank, and Franco Trading has taken delivery of CCTV cameras, those with the on-screen display menu and easy configuration. You know that one. Yes, Franco has it. Chest freezers and refrigerators, as well as washing machines. They've also stocked all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs 32 to 55 inches, Franco air conditioners, and you enjoy up to 40% discount online when you shop from their online shops nationwide. If you don't have a Franco Trading app, please get it now. Download it now. It's on Play Store, or you can also visit their website, francotrading.com. Don't pick any number on Google. Instead, call Franco Trading Enterprise on 0246 422 338 or 0555 939 311. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Pafie.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it. You go enjoy it. In my Brahmin check. In my Brahmin check. Come make a download You can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Definitely it is. The Joy Business Minutes will be coming up shortly in about 30 seconds. It's brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts. It's your 6th birthday today, Jeriel Aidan Kwao, Christ Ambassador School of Excellence. God bless your new age, and I hope it's special. This special day brings you the same sweetness you have brought into my life. Is from Dad, Mom, and Adriel. We love you is the message. All right, courtesy Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG, we stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, will bring you the Joy Business Minutes. It's 8 o'clock.
In fact, it's something that we rehearsed.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has indicated that Eurobond holders may face a nominal haircut of between 30 and 40% as part of the restructuring of external debt. Meantime, the Finance Minister has announced increased financial support for some social intervention programs by the government. This move is part of efforts to lessen the impact of the IMF program on Ghanaians. Ghana is set to receive some $300 million in budget support from the World Bank in December this year. And in the UK, average pay growth rose above inflation for the first time in almost 2 years, in a sign that the squeeze on living costs may be starting to ease. Wages rose by 7.8% between June and August, according to official figures. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
Wake up, good morning, good morning.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's about a minute after 8. This is the Super Morning Show. You just heard there the Joy Business Minute. Thanks to Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG, we stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator expert, will bring you the Joy Business Minute every weekday here on the Super Morning Show at 8 o'clock. Now, Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG Limited, your most trusted Ghanaian bank, will be hosting its maiden edition of the Thought Leadership Breakfast Meeting here in Accra on Thursday, 19th of October 2023. Join us live on Joy FM and CBG social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X, as well as LinkedIn at 10 a.m. prompt as we discuss the theme Import versus Export, role of CBG policymakers and SMEs in fostering business growth and currency stabilization. The event will bring together experts, policymakers, and industry leaders to discuss the vital role of banking institutions like CBG in shaping the future of international trade and business growth. Speakers include Dr. Ifwa Asabi Asari, CEO of Ghana Export Promotions Authority, Mr. Kwamina Duka, CEO of Development Bank Ghana, also also Mr. Patrick Nimo, Chief Director, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Madam Edwina Asan, Sector Chair, Association of Ghana Industries. We have Professor Godfred Bokbing, Professor of Finance, University of Ghana Business School, also on the panel. Dr. Divine Kutoche is Program Officer, National After Coordination Office. Dr. Kwesi Ayimdake, President of the AGI, will be speaking, as well as Mr. Kwesi Koboy, CEO of Ghana Incentive-Based Risk Sharing System for Agriculture Lending. It's going to be exciting and educative, so please join the CBG Thought Leadership Breakfast Meeting live here on Joy FM and CBG's social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn. It's happening on Thursday, 19th of October, 2023 at 10 a.m. prompt. Call CBG on 0302 216,000, 0302 216,000, or send an email to talk to us at cbg.com.gh for further inquiry. CBG, we stand with you. And let's talk about Anointed Electricals. If you don't have a generator, you should be discussing so that you can own one. Or if you need to rent it, you have important events that you need a generator. You don't want it permanently, just temporarily. There's a place where you can rent generators, or perhaps you have a generator, it hasn't been functioning for a while, you need it checked out. Talk to Anointed Electricals. You can buy from 5 kVA to 2005 kVA ultra silent generators. Those generators that don't make noise, they won't disturb the neighborhood, your neighbors. And they undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators as well. They stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators. They do generator rentals. Find them in East Legon on the Lagos Avenue Road opposite Tomrick Hotel in Tema, on the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead. And Odoko, that's where they have their head office at number 77 Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road, Accra. They have branches nationwide, wherever in Ghana you find Anointed Electrical. So please look for them, the generator expert, but call them on this number. That's their hotline, 0243 480 334. That's 0243 480 334. The Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. This is our focus today.
That's why I'm saying that the committee is working in several phases. One, immediate relief, and then tomorrow. But I want you to know that the government is going to do everything in its powers to assist, to make sure that things are all right.
So pressing needs in order of priority. I'll say food, number one. Number two, medication. Number three, shelter, that is blankets, clothing, mosquito nets, mosquito coils. So these are the urgent things. And then because the water is contaminated, and we have urged them to stay away from the water from the lake, we will also welcome a lot of water. It will be great to have corporate Ghana, to have NGOs, other philanthropists come to our aid, because it's quite a massive situation from North Tong all the way to Central Tong, South Tong, Ada, the Sojaman constituency.
And Raymond, we know that people of Ketu South have also been affected. This is massive, really, in terms of the distraction. The VRA has set aside some money to take care of this, but obviously, government cannot do it alone. Government cannot do it alone. That's why we need every Ghanaian to come on board so that we can, support our sisters, our brothers who have been affected by this spillage of the Akosombo Dam.
And I agree. I mean, yes, this is. I've heard some say that the people in these communities are paying the price for you having your lights on this morning. I mean, you can extend it. You can logically argue it, but it's true. This is what will be that? What also will be the alternative? That we blow up the dam. You think about it for a second. So it's not it's our collective problem, and that's why we should all look at this. It's not like we are doing somebody a favor if we come to the aid of the person in this case. We have collectively caused a problem in an area in the country as a united country and a unity state. It's in our interest to make sure that people do not feel that they are alienated in their own country, and that circumstances they did not contribute to in any way launch them into such a difficulty, and we couldn't support them. The entire conception of statehood would lose some significance if we do not provide the needed comfort, the needed support, and the needed what they call helping hand to our own people. And even beyond that, Mama V, we treat even visitors well. We are hospitable.
Exactly.
So if for nothing at all, we cannot tell our own people you can go to hell under these circumstances, or pretend we don't know that that's what's happening. And I'm saying it's not even left with those who are directly working in those areas alone, not the VRAs of this world. Of course, they should lead the effort regardless. Government should be very active on the ground and making sure that when we take taxes for some of these moments, you put the money to the users that's supposed to be. But it's Christian, it's sensible, it's religious, it's the very being.
A good thing to do.
It's a human and a humane thing to do for us to all reach out and go and help our people.
Absolutely.
Because today it is Tong, tomorrow it could be your area. Yes, the same plea will come out, and the same people will be asked to come and help you. It's because of that unity spirit that when a side has a problem, we all have to help them come out of it, so we can all be happy as a country together. So that we can all, I mean, we're not saying that we are going to give them a Lazarus life. All that we're saying is that we need to intervene in a way that at least puts them on a normal scale, so that life can return to normal small, so that they can feel that they are part of a state that protects them, so that the other things to do with diseases, the other things to do with emotional and other things, that the supports they need, they will not feel they are left out of a state, especially when they did not invite this upon themselves, when they did not contribute in any way to this, when it was just a matter of an incident that even the people who said they were spelling said they underestimated the volumes anyway. So we cannot give ourselves excuses. I mean, I know some people come and talk about all the other things they want to talk. Those excuses they are not warranted now. The only thing that's needed is we showing that we are human beings. We reflect, and as a state, as a Ghanaian people, we have aided Sierra Leoneans. Remember when they had their difficulty with the landslide or the mudslide? We went to their aid. We've gone outside to help people. We've been noted across the world as people who are hospitable. We cannot be hospitable to foreigners when our own people are in difficulty. Then we're giving ourselves excuses. That's why this morning, I mean, I know several corporate institutions would equally be able to make some funds available, including other charitable institutions across the country. This is where your voice and your resources ought to be felt. So that we know you mean well for this state, and we all are supposed to be well, so that there could be a justified reason why in the future another area unrelated to the Tong or the 3 districts of Tong, unrelated to the eastern places that are also being flooded, unrelated to the Bono East places that are being flooded, can equally make a similar request on the state and on the individuals of this state. Then we will know that we are humane people. We are people who predominantly say we are religious people, and helping each other is a very good thing to do. So that's the plea, really. We cannot force you to do it, but your conscience, a small part of it, should prick you to know that no, this is what human beings do. They come to the aid of each other, or else we would have all been exposed, and there's no sense to having a state that's supposed to be functioning at this level.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
so what we are doing, Raymond, is to find out the real needs of the people. You know, you can't just carry rice or mattress from Accra and take there. And so we've done some of the checks and some of the needs. The exercise books, for instance, that's something that you really rarely think about in a situation like that, but some of the people in some of the areas say these are their needs. They need maize, possibly, if you can bring because they don't have the machines to mill the maize, for instance, so they're already done ones so that they can just immediately use to cook. They also need clothing. and then water, most importantly water, because as you well know, the water sources have been contaminated, so they need lots and lots of water. This cuts across all the communities affected.
And even basic sanitary stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, listen, shops are not opening.
Toiletries,
because the shops are flooded.
sanitary
So
parts,
yes, basic sanitary stuff. That's how people live their normal basic lives, and we can actually survive it. I mean, we are not talking about restitution or going into the future about where they should be going forward. We're talking about the immediate emergency needs that ought to be provided, and that's where it's up to all of us to intervene.
Yes.
Whichever small corner you find yourself, you can help up with things, and more importantly too, if you have family, if you have people you know, reach out to them. You need to speak to them. You need to assure them that it's not only about the state, but you also care about their state of being. Because people's lives have been completely cut off. I mean, their livelihoods, from big business to small business to people who have to go to the farms every day to make a living. They are all being prevented from doing so. So it's a crisis of a gargantuan order. We do not have to wait for people to die before we see how enormous this particular issue is. 26,000 is a huge one.
Tens of thousands.
Exactly. And you see, the other aspect will be, beg your pardon, is the medical supplies and medical outreach to these people. And so, as a matter of urgency, I've seen the Ghana Medical Association talking about some. Look, the Ghana Medical Association should be mobilizing and getting to these communities to begin assessing the people. Check, because the reality is that some people may want to, if they can't get any water, sometimes the thirst of it alone would say, let me just drink a little bit of what I have. Because in the past I've been to some of these communities and I've seen people drinking these same water bodies that they have flooded and have submerged their homes. And so it's important that all of us would come together, help these persons. We are all Africans, so why not?
We know the Ghana Medical Association has started something. They are dispatching a team. Yesterday I listened to them, but they will need support. Thanks to the Bankers Association, they've responded to our call. The Chamber of Mines, they've also responded to our call, and they are mobilizing. So very soon we will be going to the grounds with the things that we've been able to get from these bodies. But we need all of you to come on board. I spoke to the the Director General of NADMO, Nana Jiman Prempe, and he's assured me that NADMO would lead you on the ground when you carry whatever relief items that you want to donate to the people. They have the records. They know where the needs, the items are mostly needed, and they will lead you so that you can distribute. So please get involved. Reach us on 05511119997. That's our WhatsApp number. Post on X with the hashtag JoySMS. Our big story is brought to you by Vodafone. Further together, latest film, your partner for life. Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience. And Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
Now, October is actually Vodafone Care Month, a month dedicated to celebrating our cherished customers. As we join the world to celebrate Customer Service Week, we say thank you for being part of the Vodafone Ghana family. Your continued trust, patronage, and also faith in us drives our passion to serve you better each day. There will be lots of cash, data, airtime, and other surprises for all customers during this Vodafone Care Month. Keep using my Vodafone app, Toby, and also our digital channels to enjoy these amazing rewards. Vodafone Care Month, hashtag team service, hashtag live digital, Vodafone, further together.
And the University of Ghana School of Law invites all past students to return to their alma mater for this year's Alumni Homecoming 2023. Theme: Investing in Excellence, Empowering the Future of Legal Education in Ghana. And the celebration starts on Monday, October 30 to Saturday, November 4. Activities: 30th October lunch and sword cutting for the multi-purpose complex, graced by the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu, and the University of Ghana's Vice Chancellor, Professor Nanaba Piamfo. November 2, Legon Law Lecture Series with esteemed speakers Justice Stephen Alan Bobby and Justice J.C. Amun Muni at our auditorium. November 3, Student Mentorship Cocktail on campus. November 4, Gala Dinner to culminate our celebrations. For more information, visit UG School of Law's website, law.ug.edu.gh, or call 0303963750 or 0303958555.
Wake up, good morning, good morning.
Ever visited a shop, picked a whole basket of provisions, toiletries, and very essential things you need, battled a long queue to finally pay, only to be told you can't pay to a merchant number? The way that thing they pay, but with Vodafone Cash, there is no problem. Now on Vodafone Cash, you can pay all merchants on all networks. Easy peasy. Aye straight. Aye direct. Aye sharp. From your Vodafone Cash wallet to any merchant number on other networks. So whether you are buying provisions or fuel, medication or food, whatever the service or need, just pay conveniently from Vodafone Cash to any merchant number. Simply dial *110# to make payment to merchants on other networks today.
Vodafone.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Some banks treat you like this. Others like this. But at Access Bank, we treat you like this. Why settle for less when the best customer experience starts and ends at Access Bank? We are always on call all week from Monday to Sunday to offer you the best financial advice and solutions. It's not just talk, it's about time you experienced it too. Visit any Access Bank branch today or call us toll free 0800 00 4400.
Access Bank, more than banking.
It's 8 o'clock. Wash your hands with Dettol soap to stop the spread of germs.
Hey, Cashman!
Yeah!
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah!
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every 40 generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes, if you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Hey, then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
About 1/3 of a million people live with HIV in Ghana. Close to 10,000 of them die each year, mostly as a result of a lack of antiretroviral drugs and adherence. In fact, close to 57% of children under 14 years living with HIV do not receive antiretroviral drugs, again as a result of inadequate funds to provide them with medication.
Life expectancy for these children is grim. The big worry, close to 16,300 people are newly infected with HIV each year. With this alarming rate of HIV infections, all of us are in danger, and Ghana is headed for an epidemic explosion if nothing is done now to avert it. While the Ghana AIDS Commission is working hard to overturn the situation, the Commission urgently needs funding support from corporate Ghana and individuals to save lives. We're therefore appealing to you, corporate entities and individuals, to support the National HIV and AIDS Fund by dialing *9898#
on MTN and Vodafone and follow the prompts or pay into the National HIV and AIDS Fund account number 101-863-161-3233 Bank of Ghana. Your donation will be used to prevent new infections and provide care for people living with HIV, including children affected by AIDS. For further information, please call Ghana AIDS Commission on 0302 919260 or email info@ghanaids.gov.gh. Give to save a life today. Ghana AIDS Commission, partnering to eliminate HIV and AIDS.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always...
We're still on the impact of the spillage of the Akosombo Dam on residents along the Volta River, and we'll be going to some of the worst affected areas. But our focus this morning is on the help needed by these persons. A lot of you have reached out to us and you've asked the question, how can I help? Okay, so since you've asked us how you can help, we want to be able to share with you how you can help by getting onto the ground, finding out how the people are doing, finding out from those who are providing relief what the people need today. So stay with us right here on the Super Morning Show. You'll be hearing from the Deputy Director General of the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, Seji Saji. We'll also be hearing from some of our affiliates who are on the ground and will be telling us what the situation is today. So stay with us here on the Super Morning Show. But a wise man once said, don't just make money, make a difference. And at ABSA, we believe in helping you make a difference through our personal loans. With an ABSA personal loan, you get up to 500,000 collateral-free loan to finance your personal projects with a flexible payment plan of up to 10 years, fixed and competitive interest rates. The ABSA personal is what you need to open the door to the life you deserve. So visit the nearest ABSA branch or call your personal banker to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, African World Airlines is celebrating its 11th anniversary and has introduced a new mobile app for passengers. The app allows users to book flights, manage reservations, and make payments conveniently. It's available on both iOS and Android. The airline expresses gratitude for the support of its passengers over the years and looks forward to many more memorable journeys together. For more information, you can reach our call center at +233 242 438 888, and the toll-free number is 0800 200 200, or visit our website at flyafricaworld.com. and Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching all. You know, flyafricaworld.com.
Yeah.
If you don't take care,
fly what you do it. You don't take care. I can understand. Yeah. But tune in Ghana, get ready for a game-changing event that will transform how we handle our country's precious resources. The Circular Economy Platform, organized by the German Development Corporation, GIZ, will be focusing on answers to sustainable management of e-waste, plastics, and textiles in Ghana. Join us at WASI 2023, not WASI. WASI 2023 on October 18 and 19 at the Grand Arena.
Now, I know that you've had some little breakfast this morning, something small.
Yeah, something
the
small.
Sandwich is very ingenious and it's very interesting.
You want the whole world to know that I had cocoa and kose with bread as housing.
Yeah, so you did a sandwich of kose and bread.
Bread. So the bread is the housing. And the kose is inside.
Okay, so well, but I have some suggestion to you that you'll be interested into. This is delicious news. Imagine a biscuit which is made from real cereal, packed with wholesome oats and grains, containing less sugar. This biscuit is not only a treat for our taste buds, but also a nutritious option for all ages. I am talking about McBerry breakfast cereal. McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast, with any beverage of your choice. It's delicious, nutritious, and affordable. It's made with whole grain oats packed with fiber and real cereals with less sugar. Worry no more. With McBerry breakfast cereal, your kids have the perfect snack they can take to school. Beware though of imitation. You have to insist on the original McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit and start your day with a smile. McBerry breakfast cereal, goodness for your morning. This advert is FDA approved.
So we'll be speaking this morning to Seji Saji, who is Deputy Director General of the National Disaster Management Organization. You'll also be hearing from Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, who is Member of Parliament for North Tongue. He'll be telling us more about the conditions of the people today and how all of us could be of assistance to them after these. Heading straight to the Volta region, to the Tongue areas, worst affected areas by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. Seji Saji is Deputy Director General of the National Disaster Management Organization. Seji, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston. And good morning to your terrorist listeners to us.
So, Seji, what's the situation this morning at Mepe, Bato, Adidum, and other areas that you've been providing relief for?
Well, we are still continuing our response operations. People are still moving the safe havens we have, and we are still carrying on with our relief administration to all those places. But what we want to do principally today, that will be starting very soon, is trying to attend to those people who have moved to live with their relatives and friends in the various communities.
So when you say you're still continuing with your efforts to reach out to these people, to provide reliefs, do I get the impression that as we speak, you've not been able to reach all the about 26,000 people who've been displaced?
Yes, that is correct with relief items. You know, I've already put out that we have two categories of people. One is those who are in safe havens, designated safe havens, about 9 of which we have in North Tongue. We have about 3 in Central Tongue. We have 1 in Ada, and we have 1 in Achai Osudokri as we speak. The largest number of people we are holding in safe havens is in the North Tongue area. As for them, right from the day they were moved to those safe havens, relief administration started immediately. But those who moved to stay with their friends and relatives are the second category. They are the ones that have not been effectively reached with relief items as we speak. But we are working out a mechanism with assemblymen, the district assembly, our zonal NADMO coordinators. They have been able to build some data, and we are using that data to reach out to those families, the hosting families of those people. We are including the traditional authorities as well to be able to identify the people and the areas that they are holding victims to also move in and support them.
So, Seji, we'll come to the mechanism, but let's get a broad picture. Based on your assessment, what are the needs of these persons?
Well, basically, these are people whose livelihoods are dependent on activities along the banks of the river. Banks of the river are completely gone, and water has even come into the community, submerged their home. So apart from the discomfort of their living, their residence as well, their livelihood too is gone. So food items principally is what they need for their daily subsistence. So mostly we do a lot of distribution of food items every other day at the safe havens. Now, those who have moved to live with relatives who are going to put pressure on the hosting families who are also victims in another way, though their homes have not been affected, but their source of livelihood has been affected. So that is why we need to also reach them very quickly.
Okay. Now, these foods that you provide them, you've talked about every other day. So if you when they're, say, on Sunday, you wouldn't be there yesterday, you would be there today.
Yes.
What have you been providing them? Are you giving them food just to feed, say, once a day so they could just have something, or you are able to feed them properly?
Well, this is how we started. The very first day when we moved them to the safe haven, most of them were not properly settled in the safe havens. So we initially started with dry ration, but we quickly realized that the dry ration will not work. So we started with cooked food. So the first 2 days we did cooked food, but by the close of the second day, the third day, most of them have put themselves in groups and households as they came in, and they started cooking themselves. So we distribute the foods according to the groupings that they have, and we have all kinds of items to have a normal balanced ration.
Okay.
So these are dry foods that we give them. So when the food is given today, we hope that by the time they finish cooking the whole of today and tomorrow, the third day we'll replenish again. That's how we've been doing the distribution.
Seji, over the past 2 or 3 days, we've had lots of people calling and wanting to help. I'd want us to have a very frank conversation. Do you have enough for these people?
It's an unfolding situation. When this thing started, we started with 2,000, 3,000. Now we are 26,000. We are having items being brought in every day. We are operating from the North Town District Assembly. We are using this place as our EOC to try and address the challenges across, though we have our staff and team in each of the districts. So we have quite a lot of items we move here, water and all that. So I don't think that we will ever have enough because the situation is unfolding. There are also individuals that I know that are already also helping people in the community. The very first day I arrived in Mefe, I met a gentleman with a pickup or so who had cooked food and was distributing. So it is a situation that calls for all hands on deck and the support of everyone. Government is doing its best by providing a lot of items that we have here.
So let's look at it. Now that you've talked about the fact that, because the situation is unfolding and what you have certainly may not be enough, how can people help? What are the things that people should help you with? Because people have asked, beyond food, what else do we come with if we want to assist these persons affected?
Well, we normally are looking for food items like our normal staples that we consume in Ghana: rice, maize, beans, Curry, we have canned fish, and all other things, getting protein content from the beans, fish, and all. Water too is also a challenge. We have been receiving bags of water. We distribute sachet water across all the safe havens as well. So those are the food items. For non-food items, we are looking at mattresses, mosquito coil, mosquito nets, and bowl caps and plate. Well, that we have quite a lot here at the center.
Okay, now you need blankets, you need mosquito coils, you need mosquito nets.
We also need, I think, used clothing to us.
You need clothing. How about the health needs of the people? Because there's the fear that, because of the water taking over the town, you have the, a lot of the lavatories also in the water. Some people could be affected. How are you dealing with that?
Yes, the Regional Health Directorate has constituted a team with NAGMO and the VRA medical team. They have done some assessment. What has happened is that mobile clinics have been created in all the safe havens. They have also done an isolation center at the Bator Hospital for the Bator area, and another hospital in Adidome, that is for the Central Town people, and one in Shai Usudoko. At least all the places where we have people in safe havens. And I know about 3 days ago, medical supplies have been coming in. When the president visited yesterday, he was taken to one of the mobile clinics where medication were stocked, to attend to people.
Well, Saji, thank you very much for joining us. We'll get back to you when we need any further clarifications. That's the Deputy Director General of the National Disaster Management Organization. So, Raymond, he's been frank with us.
Yeah.
He's told us that the situation is unfolding and they cannot say they have enough. So they need help.
Yes, but and to be fair, we were told right from the beginning that there are some people in the communities. Some said 1,000, they moved on to 2,000. Then even as of yesterday, right, we were mentioning 10,000 or maybe around 6,000, depending on whose figures you're using. Then now generalized, or maybe the current situation is. This is still a fluid situation because they are still spilling, and a lot more communities may now feel the effect of it. This is why a coordinated effort is required, so people can easily be identified, helped on the way. And that's why we're calling for those outside of government to equally step in. You don't have to be on the ground. You can actually send help without being there physically. And again, if we have the military and others who can coordinate things properly, equally coming in to help us deal with the situation.
Okay.
Because law and order is important in such circumstances. Yeah.
Raymond, let's get back onto the phone line because we're joined by a member of parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. Yesterday when we spoke to him, he talked about launching the mobile caravan, the lunch caravan. He was going to be going around to provide assistance to these persons who had been affected in his constituency. Let's find out how that has been going, and based on his assessments, what's the condition of the people and what are the needs of the people. Honorable Blackwell, good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Winston, and thank you and your team for all you are doing to highlight our plight and to solicit support. We are very, very grateful.
Our pleasure. We are all in this together. Whatever affects you affects all of us. So yesterday when we spoke with you, you talked about launching your mobile caravan to provide help and assistance to the persons who had been affected. How did that go? And based on your rounds, what did you see? What are the current conditions? What are the needs of the people?
Thank you very much, Winston. I can confirm to you that the launch was a success. Yesterday, we had truckloads of relief items, bags of rice, bags of maize, bags of sugar, cooking oil, canned fish. We had detergents. We had mosquito nets. We had mosquito repellents. We had sanitary towels. We had tissues. We had blankets. We had life jackets. And a host of other items which we are distributing to all the 19 camps. I can confirm to you, Winston, that the camps have now increased to 19. I got a distress call this dawn that the people of Volukome have now been affected. So they are also going to establish a new camp. So that will increase the camps to 20 as at latest count. But we distributed these items efficiently yesterday, and what we sought to demonstrate to the media is that we have set up an efficient distribution system. So all items that are donated, they are not going to be donated to any individual, to anybody's home. We have the mobile caravan. The items will be donated at any of the camps of your choice. You donate the items openly, everybody sees them, and then the caravan moves the rest to the other camps. So we want the good people of Ghana to know that we have set up a very efficient distribution system. There's transparency, there's accountability. We've removed the human discretion. It's not about, oh, let's receive it in this house or in this office, and then they determine when they want to offload the items to the affected persons. So all items donated, immediately they are donated, they get onto the caravan and they are sent to all the 19 camps across the constituency.
Now, you've talked about, other camps being set up now. You've talked about the fact that this is just a day's process. So clearly, it's an indication that that's something that may have to continue. Could you share with us, based on one, your rounds, and based on two, the discussions with the people, what the needs are? Because there are people today who would want to help. And so if they want to help, what are some of the things they should be acquiring for the people?
So let us be clear. This humanitarian crisis is going to continue for a while. The water levels have not receded. There are many more communities being affected. There are even some higher grounds we had moved people to, only to have the water levels rise to those higher grounds, and we've had to relocate. So it is a really active situation, and we will continue to need assistance. The spilling has not stopped. VRA has not announced that they have stopped the spilling or the discharge of excess water from the Akosombo and on dams. So to the extent that the spilling continues from these two dams and many more communities are being evacuated, you have an active situation that requires urgent assistance. Remember that many people are fleeing homes and they are not able to take anything. They are not able to salvage much. So they come into these camps and all they have is what they are wearing. They don't have anything. So we need the food items, particularly rice, maize, cooking oil, canned fish, canned tomatoes, then personal effects, tissues, sanitary towels, blankets, life jackets. We need a lot of those items. We also need medicines. We've spoken to a number of pharmaceutical companies, and though help is on the way, we will need a lot more, because a lot of senior citizens have told us, we've collected a list from them. They had to leave their medications behind. It's been washed away, and they will need their medications. Children who are also on a certain, program will also need that. So the district health directorate has provided a list, and probably, Winston, I'll share that list with you.
Okay.
The medicines that are required to be sent to the various camps. And yesterday, remember I told you about the partnership we have forged with the Ghana Medical Association. Today, they are sending 7 doctors over, and we will be going round with these doctors. So just as we've done a caravan for relief items, we would also do a caravan for medical assistance. And I like the fact that there is a psychologist on board who will be helping those who are traumatized, trying to get them back into the right psychological framework. We are also concerned about a looming public health crisis. The water has gotten into all kinds of arenas that really contaminates the water. Sewage systems, public toilets. The water has covered, cemeteries, mortuaries, and all of that. And the people are so used to drinking this water, cooking with this water, bathing in the water, and all of that. We are now asking them to desist, to stay away from using this water. But what that means is that Ghana Water must quickly restore water supply, because if they do not, the people will have no choice, even though we keep supplying water. But it's not clear how sustainable the private provision of water will be. So we appeal to Ghana Water. I know that their substations got submerged, but I believe there could be a way that they can help us to restore potable water to our homes. ECG2, remember, has cut off electricity to a lot of communities. So with all of the congestion in the camps and all of that, the fear is that if we don't manage the health fallout very well, we may just have an epidemic on our hands. So there's a need also for more medical assistance, medications, and any other support system that people feel able to bring to us. We will gladly accept them.
Okay. Well, Abulakwa, thank you very much for joining us. We know that you have a lot to do, but we'll still be in touch. We're also talking to a lot of the institutions, and help would definitely come to your people and others who are being affected by this. And like we indicated.
So Winston, let me on that note of help, let me thank you because of your program. I've received a number of calls from people who have said they are listening to you, and because of the broadcast and how you are really highlighting the plight of my people. This morning, the Ghana Tankers Association, they've called me that they are on their way here with truckloads of relief items. I've also received a call from the Christian Council of Ghana. They are also on their way here. The Catholics have also called that they are also mobilizing. I've also received a call from the humanitarian department of the Church of Latter-day Saints. And a lot of them are tracing, the source of information to your program. So I want to really thank you on behalf of the chiefs and people of Northton. We are really grateful to Joy FM for the tremendous work you are doing to highlight our plight. And it's really yielding results. So I'm sure in a few hours you'll see the pictures and the coverage from what the Tankers Association are coming to do and what the Christian Council will be doing later this afternoon.
very, very much. We're happy that people are reaching out to you, and we'll continue making the call so that a lot of people can reach out to the people who are being affected. Thank you once again, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, who's Member of Parliament for North Tong. Let's still stay with the people of the Volta region, those who are being affected. The Volta Regional Minister Archibald Lecha has joined us. We also have Evans Walanyo Amemu, who is with Jubilee Radio in Keta, one of our affiliates. Honorable Lecha, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston. Good morning to your viewers and listeners.
Great. And Evans Walanyo, good morning too, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, let me start off with you, Evans, briefly. You've been to these communities. What's the situation when you visited them? Has anything changed?
Well, Wilson, good morning to you and your listeners. Like you said, there's nothing has changed as of now. This morning, I even visited some areas, Tetekope, Abuchakope. We all are suburb of Keta. But still, the water has, displaced a lot of people. Farms were affected, pubs, hotels, even some schools in and around Keta here have been temporarily closed due to this kind of flood. So as we talk now, situation is the same. Nothing has changed. But the prayer from the people is that maybe in some few days the water may capsize so that people may resume their normal way. So nothing has changed.
Let me just get a clarification more before we get to Honorable Lecha, because so we've been focusing on the Tong areas, but you are introducing that areas around Keta have also been hit by the spillage. Yes. And have these areas received any relief?
Well, yesterday I tried speaking to the MC, Mr. Emmanuel Gamaga. He told me that they received some form of relief item. But they are yet to, distribute it to the affected people. What he told me was that it was not enough. So they will be having some kind of consultation from the NADBO, the Keta NADBO here, so that they may know how to distribute the relief items to the affected people here. But the cry was that they were not enough, that they may distribute to the people here.
Okay. Please hold on for us. We'll get back to you, Evans Walanyo, who's with Jubilee Radio in Keta. Honorable Lecha, so I know that you've been to these areas, and we're learning that, the levels keep rising. More communities are getting affected. For these people who have been affected by the spillage, certainly not the best of times, but for you as the head of the Regional Coordinating Council, what is it that you're doing for these people?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are dealing with very different issues in the region. The issues of Keta and Ketu South are also very important. And then the flooding as a result of the spillage from the Akosombo and the pond dams is another issue. For the spillage, it's affecting four districts: Amaloga, South Tong, Central Tong, and North Tong. And I want to explain that we started. The VRA informed us in May. In May that they may be doing spilling, and therefore we started some public education and some simulation exercises. Right from May 2023. So when so they were with us. VRA had been with us, with the disaster management committees had been with us before the spillage began on 15th of September. When the spillage began, we didn't have much problem because of the volume of water that was being spilled. But when VRA found it necessary to increase the volume of the spillage, then we started having problems. But because we were quite prepared, we made sure people were evacuated in time, and that we didn't lose any life through drowning. The situation is still very fluid. It's developing, water bodies are being monitored closely, and a lot of people have been moved to the safe havens. More safe havens are being identified for the movement of more people. Boats are available to move people. VRA has provided us with vehicles to even transport people to their relatives anywhere. For example, if some people decide to move to their relatives in Accra, we have transport available to move them. So we are maintaining the situation, providing health care, making sure we are doing public education to prevent the outbreak of cholera, because most of the pit latrines are flooded. So we're looking at the public health. We're looking at the health of the people. Yesterday, at Senkizito in Mepe, I was going around when I saw a child vomiting. Quickly moved the child to the sick bay where there was a doctor and nurses to attend to the child. Unfortunately, the doctor and the nurses who were working there have also been displaced. So it's a big problem that we have, and that necessitated a visit of His Excellency, and that has encouraged us to continue to do more. So we'll continue to maintain what we are doing, the relief items. We have concentrated on those who have been relocated to safe havens. Now we have to reach out to those who are also displaced but are not in the safe haven. Some people are still in the community, keeping watch over their belongings and so on. We need to reach out to them also. We had some calls this morning, and we are still responding. But I want to announce that we have an emergency operations center located at the District Assembly building at Pato, which is open 24/7. And any calls, any distress calls go there, and there are people there to respond. So the situation is quite stable, except that everything depends on the volume of water that VRA spills. We are praying that as the inflows to the reservoir decrease, then VRA will also have to decrease the volume of water spilled, and that may bring us some respite.
Now, beyond the prayers, I know that as head of the Regional Security Council, you'll be briefed on the extent of damage and whether it is likely. I mean, you talked about it extending to other areas. Is it likely to move to other higher areas that have so far not been affected? What are your preparations should this happen?
Thank you very much. We have we are prepared. We have the Navy, the Marine Police, and the military available, and the NADMO operative zonal coordinators, district coordinators are also available in the communities. We're monitoring the water levels. It's going up and down, up and down. We are only hoping that it doesn't get worse, and that's why VRA officials are also with us. They are also monitoring the water levels. They are briefing us on the water levels and the volume of water moving from the tributaries into the reservoir. And we are also very, 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 very much aware that anything can happen at any time. Whenever anything happens, we are prepared to evacuate people because places where we'll send them have already been identified.
You've talked about the VRA, I mean, providing assistance and everything, but beyond VRA, as the Regional Coordinating Council on its own setting up or doing anything to by way of relief to complement these services?
Yes, the disaster relief in our country is intersectorial, but we have the Regional Disaster Management Committee, which I chair, and we also have the District Disaster Management Committees, which are chaired by the various MDCs. So we work as a team, and the coordinating agency for disaster relief is NADMO. So everything we do as a government goes through NADMO. Even people bring us donations and all go to NADMO so that there can be proper coordination. So it's not like VRCC doing something else, Assembly doing something else, and NADMO doing something else. Everything we do is through NADMO. They are the coordinating agency for disaster relief in our country. So we respect that structure. And because we are part of the disaster management teams, we all work as a team to make sure we achieve our common purpose.
Great. I mean, we've learned this morning from affiliate, that's Evans, who works with affiliate Jubilee Radio. He's talked about the Anglo areas. You've also indicated that Angloga has also been affected. We realize that a lot of the efforts are concentrated around the Tong areas. What is the plan for Angloga and other areas that may be affected by the spillage?
Nadmo had always been in contact with Anglogan District Assembly. The Anglogan District Disaster Management Committee has been working with us. Except that we are the most severely hit community in our region is Mepe, and then and the others also follow. But Mepe is the most severely hit, and you understand that like Sogakope, we like Southtown, it's been hit, but the people displaced are not many. It's just affected mostly the hospitality facilities along the river in Sogakope. But people have been displaced, but we haven't had any safe haven. We haven't had the need to relocate anybody to any safe haven. So the first line of action was to relocate people and settle them and make sure they are fed, make sure they have access to potable water, make sure their health conditions are monitored and managed. That is the first line of action. Now, second line is to reach out to people who have been affected but have not come to the safe havens, and we are starting that operation this morning. But we sent some relief items to Angloga as well.
Talking about starting the next line of action this morning, I know yesterday you were in the community. You've been there for some time. Are you still there or you've left?
No, I'm in Accra for a meeting now.
Okay, so you're going to go back?
Yes, I'll go back.
Okay. Well, Archibald Letcher, thank you very much for joining us.
Sure.
And that's the Volta Regional Minister. Let's just wrap it up with Evans. So, Evans, you've been to these areas. You say the MC has been telling you about efforts by NADMO, but when you go around, do you see displaced persons?
Sure. We've seen a lot of people being displaced. The issue at Kata here is one of the unique ones because those are the seaside. They were always complaining and crying for help because about some few days ago, most of them were displaced by the tidal waves. And those are the lagoon side. So, unfortunately, few days ago or few weeks ago, they were also displaced by the water, which they think, or which many people attributed to the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. So, a lot of people here were displaced. So, I mean, I don't know whether well, they complain a lot. So I talked to many of them, assembly members. They don't know what to do. So what they want now is the relief items that will be distributed to them, so that maybe they may be living on those days until a substantive relief is built down here for them to live their normal life.
All right, Evans Bolanyo, thank you very much for joining us. So Evans Bolanyo is with the Jubilee Radio affiliate in Keta. And earlier you heard from Samuel Okudzeto, a member of parliament for North Town. You also heard from Seji Saji, all indicating that, look, today the situation, and as Samuel Okudzeto makes the point, the water isn't receding as earlier believed. You heard the Volta Regional Minister saying, today you may think the water levels are receding, tomorrow the water levels rise. And so the situation not getting any better. And more communities are affected by the day. What this only means is that together we need to reach out. And we're excited that a lot of you haven't listened to us, are reaching out to the communities. You're making provisions for them. You are supporting them. Let all of us come together and support them. Raymond and Mamavi.
Yes, and I need to stress, because of the last point you made about the people listening to us and reaching out. Mm-hmm. The Member of Parliament mentioned the Ghana Tankers Association.
Yeah.
We need to thank them especially for listening to us and also making sure that they respond immediately, because this requires an immediate mobilization. Mm-hmm. Also, the Christian Council of Ghana, and specifically Christ the King Parish itself, for reaching out and trying to help. Atlantic Pharmaceuticals, he also mentioned that. and the humanitarian department at the Church of Latter-day Saints for also reaching out and trying to help. It is our hope that other people are preparing to also equally help, and so that we can improve the conditions that our own people are living in these times, and make sure we can boldly say, well, we didn't lose any life through this, or we didn't. People's situation was not compounded by the fact that we didn't care enough to intervene at the right time so that we can help them out. So that's why all of these other people who can help, and of course the religious organizations have been mentioned. There are a lot more religious organizations in this country. Our expectation is that they will also be up and doing and help out. There are other institutions, including pharmaceutical companies specifically, that can equally help get to the aid of the people. That is what's absolutely important now. And if you reach out, you'll be told, and sometimes you don't need to be the one providing the materials yourself. You can actually provide cash. It will be converted to the very things that you need on the ground by the people who are working on this through NADMO, through the MP, and we would acknowledge it because we believe this is what should be done. This is what should be done now, not later on, not sometime in the future when things might have been too late. And maybe we should, and of course I'm happy that it was clarified, we should stop this sometimes false hope we give ourselves. Sometimes we are too quick, or we want to report good news for ourselves, so we end up creating in situations that things are improving. The signal you send to people is that, oh well, then I can stay in this area, or I can prepare to go back into the danger zone that I'm actually living. Let's not create those impressions. We know it's this a very serious and fluid situation, which is not gotten any better. At least we have a lot more people on the ground. We know that for sure. But it doesn't mean that people should stay where they'll be impacted, and that they should heed the calls to move to the areas that we have talked about.
Well, just to say thank you to those who are responding. For those of you who don't know where to direct your help to, fortunately, we have a good number of MPs. We have the districts as well. You've heard the regional minister also point to the operation centers that they have. And it's a good thing. When you help, you'll be doing this for God. So just remember, and things like these, when you either volunteer, even if you don't have anything to contribute, but you have expertise. We know that we need medical people to go to the grounds to help. When you volunteer, it brings some sort of fulfillment, some excitement within you. So please join if you haven't yet. We know some of the things that they need right now. Ablakwa mentioned the maize, the rice, the clothing, water, medicines. So you can just get in touch with the personalities involved and find out the specific areas. This has also been compounded because Ketu South and the Anglanga areas, because of the waves and the heavy rains recently. So the tidal wave situation is also hitting them very strongly. And so about 40, I think as of yesterday, we heard that a little over 4,000 people across the country have also been affected by the rains. So it's the spillage and the rainfall. And so please, we need your support. A group I know that is mobilizing, and very soon will be hitting the ground, the Bankers Association. We are super grateful to you.
Well, all of us have a role to play, and so let's just do that. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. Super Morning Show is always the best. Joy 99.7 FM.
Yo, coffee, oh my woman. Omani yamemana Geni baby ako Wachata jaya wareni Wonsom wanini pa Wasati pa wofyoye Yamo yamera ye Ebe ya Omaya umano Omaya yamemana wachata yemanarenya wanso wanyipa sawa ya wanabele kamo yemera ebe ya ifihera wanso wanyipa nasa tepa ofioyo kamo yemera ebe ya ifihera amabe ya ifihera oh, Hamameya, Efiana, Yana, Yamo Yamirae, Abeya, Obranu Arabo, Hamameya, Efiana, Eminoa, Yamo Yamirae, Abeya, Efiana, listen, Hamameya, Efiana. Sabeya, Efrianaro, Ao, Hamameya, Efrianara, Yamo Yamirae, Yameya, Yamoni, Hamameya, Efrianara, Yamo Yamirae, Yameya,
The 11th West African Clean Energy and Environment Fair, WACI 2023, takes place from the 18th to the 19th of October 2023 at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Be part of the interactive sessions on clean energy, water, and circular economy. This two-day festival brings together West African and European industry experts, plus a showcase of exciting companies and the latest innovations from Switzerland, Austria, and Germany. Immerse yourself in insightful workshops on waste management, Ghana's decarbonization efforts, and circular economy platform on plastics and e-waste, organized by GIZ. WACI 2023 is organized by the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Ghana and supported by the Konrad Adenauer Foundation. Media partners City FM, Joy FM, and BNFT. Entry is free. For further information, visit waki.net or call 0242 438 760.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Welcome to Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Here are some tips to keep you safe in the digital space as we embark on a journey to safeguard our digital lives together. Keep software and applications vulnerability free by installing up-to-date patches. Avoid using public Wi-Fi to conduct sensitive activities online. Secure your personal records on social media with privacy settings. Report cybersecurity incidents promptly to the Cybersecurity Authority by dialing 292. This message is brought to you by the Cybersecurity Authority in partnership with eCrime Bureau with support from the Pan-African E-Commerce Initiative of GIZ, funded by the German government.
Charlie, Chairman is still not here. What at all could be the issue?
Calm down. I'm sure you'll be here soon.
Oh, guys, sorry I'm late. Koti bab me for road, sake of my insurance expire. Some long issue, Charlie.
Chairman Pan, hey, you make Koti bab you sake of you forget to renew your car insurance when you can get your car insurance sticker instantly on Hubtel. And best of all, you can set a reminder to renew. Simple matter. Just install the app, enter your car number, and oh la la! Your instant insurance sticker is there.
Oh really? Make I do am now before I forget. But
Edemu, tell us, see, Edemu, insurance can Edemu one time. I can even renew it every month. Wow. Charlie. As for this one, today, as usual, the sitting is on me.
Visit hubtel.com/app to download your Hubtel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hubtel is everything you.
Better bet to play together. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Join today on a bonus spending. Come together, make we play. Games are hold on. Play out in so. I better man. Correct us, quick cash out. Bonus. Correct us, quick cash out. Bonus.
Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set.
For staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning we're joined by the Association of the Spouses of Heads of Missions and International Organizations here in Ghana, because they're having a fashion gala, and the main aim is to support some local charities. And for me, that's the most important thing. This morning we're joined by Robert Owen Jones, who is spouse of the Australian High Commissioner to Ghana, and Akofa Wallace, who is a diplomatic fashion gala committee member. Good morning, Akofa. Good morning, Robert. Hope you're doing well.
Good morning. Thanks for having us this morning.
Great. I mean, when I saw the Association of the Spouses of Heads of Missions and International Organizations, I was like, what's this whole association about? I didn't know it existed until I was told, and I realized it's been in existence for a long time.
So yes, ASAHOM has been going for some 40 years now.
Yeah.
It's been active in charity for a long time, but this is the first time that we've decided to do a big diplomatic charity fashion ball to raise money for charity. The members come from every single continent. Africa, of course, South America, North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia.
Great. So why the decision to raise funds for charity?
So we're all guests here in Ghana. We come here and we spend these few years in your wonderful country, and we want to give back some of the generosity that we've received and help the people who need the help the most. So ASAHOM has always had a strong mandate to support charity. This year we have a goal of, in fact, maybe I'll come to Akofa on the exact goal about the charity, because she does it so much better than me.
Sure.
But we're keen.
Okay. Yes. So let me get to Akofa. Tell us, about this whole charity.
Yeah. So, like Robert was saying, ASAHOM has historically always supported charities in different ways, and as a group we wanted to respond to the needs that were out there. Obviously we can't help everybody,
sure.
So we've narrowed it down to the UN Sustainable Development Goals of good health and well-being and education for all. So the charities that we are supporting in the first instance with this are 5 charities that either are about education or health. So that's the Ebury Presby Primary School Library Creation Project, that's Breast Care International, an autism training organization, There's Hope for Africa, which does menstrual training and support. And there is the Orthopedic Training Center as well. So in the first instance, we wanted to support these very worthy charities that we came to know personally. And our ambitious goal when we started thinking about this at the start of the year was to raise 250,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And we're so thankful that thanks to our generous sponsors and those who have purchased a ticket to be there on Saturday night, that we have in fact now beaten that goal. We've exceeded the goal of 250,000 Ghana cedis. So we are very happy that after this event, we'll be able to disperse this amount to charities.
I was just curious because you talked about 250,000 Ghana cedis being the target. You've exceeded it to
We've
what
exceeded it. Right now, we're still collecting, so I don't want to say the final amount yet. We hope to share that at a later date when the monies stop coming in. We hope that it will continue to come in
Exactly.
beyond.
Tell us about so tell us about the fashion ball. I mean, how it's going to go. When is it happening? Who can be there?
So when we came up with this concept, we didn't want to just support charity, but we wanted to help support Ghanaian designers, young Ghanaian designers. And we're working very closely with the African Fashion Foundation, which is headquartered here in Accra. And its goal is to support young designers from West Africa. We're working with 8 designers, 7 of whom are Ghanaian, and one of whom is our international guest this year, a Moroccan designer who's based in Ghana. Now, I've seen all of the fashion that is going to be presented in the collections on Saturday, and it is so impressive. It's innovative. It's not fast fashion. It's really very thoughtful fashion, and many of the designers have in mind sustainability. All of them have in mind sustainability, but we have some very interesting designers. One designer only use upcycled materials, so pre-loved clothing, plastics, and refashions them into something that can be more new.
Great. I mean, I like the fact that you have 7 Ghanaian designers. And so when is it happening, Akofa?
It's happening this Saturday, 21st of October, at the Kempinski, who have been our generous platinum sponsor. When they heard that we were putting this program together, they said, yes, we definitely want to support. We believe in what you're doing. And so they've given us the ballroom and allowing us to host as many as 250 people for a 3-course meal. So we are indebted to the Kempinski for their generosity in that event. I just want to quickly also mention that this event couldn't be put on without also the support from the Mohinani group of companies, Don Emilio, Johnny Walker, Meridian Apartments, MTN, Bank of Africa, and Japan Motors. Thanks to them, the event will start at 6 p.m. and we are promising a fun night of glitz and glamour among friends.
And I guess this is strictly by invitation.
This is strictly by invitation, but I think we would still like to use this opportunity as a chance for listeners and viewers to find ways to support the charities that we've just mentioned, or choose your own charity, because we know that there's a lot of need, and we hope that this inspires others to see what they can do to also give back.
And talking about finding ways to support these charities, how do they do that?
So for now, what we'd like people to do, if they're interested in what in our efforts and want to come on board, if we could ask them to contact Joy FM in the first instance, and then we can follow up through your team. Thank you so much. Or they can reach out to the individual charities that we have chosen to support, again, in the first instance. In this case, if we raise more money, of course, we will like to give out to more people, so they can reach out to every Presby Primary School. They can reach out to the Autism and Intellectual Development Difference Intervention Network, Breast Care International, Hope for Africa, or the Orthopedic Training Center. So if they want to go directly to the charities and say, hey, we've heard that you're doing something amazing, how can we support? We would love that.
Great. Anything you want to say finally, Robert?
No, it's just our pleasure to be able to work with the Ghanaian fashion industry and to be able to help people in need in Ghana.
Thank you very much, Robert. Owen Jones, who is spouse of the Australian High Commissioner to Ghana, and Akofa Wallace, who is Diplomatic Fashion Gala Committee member, for joining us. So, folks, you know what to look out for on the 21st of October. That's Saturday, right?
That's this Saturday.
Just this Saturday. Thank you very much for joining us. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. When we return after these messages, our friends from Apollonia City will be joining us.
No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
My Pension, My Future. The National Pensions Regulatory Authority, NPRA, in partnership with the Ministry of Employment, Labor Relations and Pensions, brings you the National Pensions Fair 2023. All roads lead to the Pensions Fair at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, AMA 4 Court, from Monday 23rd to Wednesday 25th October, 10 a.m. each day. Theme: My Pension, My Future. The 3-day fair brings all stakeholders together for the advancement of pensions in the country. The Pensions Fair will educate attendees on the 3-tier scheme. This is a great opportunity for the employed and self-employed, as well as the informal sector workers, to learn about how they can plan for their retirement. Sponsors are Ghana Link, Blue Skies, Gihawk, Belacqua, Hisense, Twillium Industries, and the Chamber of Corporate Trustees. NPRA, ensuring retirement income security.
My people, Bonya Bantemo!
Hey, sir!
Yes! Activa Insurance Group is 25 years.
Hooray!
And they're rewarding customers with fantastic prizes in the Activa Bonya Bantem promo. Insure now and win big!
Bonya Bantem Ampa!
Yes, from now till December 15th, win big in the Activa Bonya Bantam promo. Buy or renew your insurance policy and win a weekend vacation, smartphone, TV, and other home appliances. Just dial *713 *313 hash or visit any Activa insurance office nationwide for your insurance policy. This promotion is in partnership with Malcolm and is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Activa Group, 25 years with you and more to come. Activa Insurance, our clients, our passion.
Here she comes. So simple, yet captivating, exuding confidence, elegance, and effortless beauty. Introducing the all-new Ahwafe from GTP. The perfect fusion of nature's splendor and intricate designs to enhance your own unique style. Each pattern designed with precise intention, printing moments into memories just like the cherished things in life. Make life beautiful. Embrace it with the all-new Ahwafe from GTP, available in various colors and designs. Visit shop.gtpfashion.com to order now. GTP, life styled.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Pack Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gamepackgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Pack Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Pack Games. More moolah, more power.
Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We're going to be talking about Apollonia City. They have an open day coming up, and Aisha Abdurrahman, Deputy Country Head of Apollonia City, joins me in studio for a discussion. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
Welcome to the Super Morning Show.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right. I think first of all, tell us about Apollonia City.
So, Apollonia City is just one project owned by a mother company called Rendeva. Rendeva is the largest urban developer across Africa with projects in Ghana, being Apollonia City. We have one in Takoradi as well, called King City. We have one of our flagship projects in Kenya called Tattoo City. We have 2 in Nigeria, one in Abuja, one in Lagos. We have one in Zambia, and then we have one of the biggest in DRC Congo as well.
Oh.
Yes, that's correct.
Nice. So, how long have we had Apollonia City?
I would say company have been in existence for the past 10 years, but the project we actually started selling about 6-7 years ago.
Okay. So, tell us more about the projects.
Thank you. Apollonia being one of the largest urban projects in West Africa, what we do typically is that we offer real estate solutions. So we have homes, we have lands that are meant for schools, hospitals, we have lands meant for event centers, we have lands meant for light industrial, light industrial, so it's not like the heavy industrial area.
Right.
We have a place that is also meant for a CBD where people can put up offices.
Okay.
So we currently do have quite a number of companies who have bought lands within the project. Some are developing and some are yet to start developing.
Okay, so I guess the next question on someone's mind, where would I find all these projects? Is it at a central location or you cut across?
So for Ghana, as I mentioned, it's mainly Oyibi, which is Apollonia City, and then we have one in Takoradi, which is King City.
Okay.
Oyibi is about 20 minutes drive from Adenta barrier. From Valley View, it should take you about 5-6 minutes drive to the project.
Okay. And these are homes, correct?
Yes, homes is just one bit of it. There are fully serviced lands. We have partially serviced lands. We have lands for all the other commercial bits that I mentioned earlier on.
I'm just trying to have a mental picture. So this is a gated community, is it?
Yes, so it's a master plan enclave that has different gated communities. So, for example, in our first phase of the project, we have about 5 gated communities.
Okay.
One is a gated community where we sell homes. We have about 3 of them where we are selling fully serviced plots. So if anybody wants to buy a land and build, the person has that option to
develop it yourself.
Yes, you can develop it yourself, or you can task us to do the development for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about your open door. What's that about?
I think basically the open day is more like Apollonia opening their doors to the general public. Yes. One of the main things we look at doing at the opening day is to take people around for a site tour. Someone may have been there a year ago or 2 years ago, but as of now, there's been some more development. So we like people to come around, see the progress we've made in the project. Another bit also is that we like to take the opportunity to teach life living in the gated community, security bits, and so on. So it's beyond just coming for us to just sell our product to you.
Okay.
It's about you coming, getting more insights about the real estate sector as well. Yes.
Right. My guest is Aisha Abdurrahman. She's Deputy Country Head, Apollonia City, and she's just telling us about their projects. They have an open day coming up. And what you just heard her say is what you would realize when you join the open day. So Apollonia City is where you have your projects.
Yes.
No, Apollonia is where you have your projects.
Yes.
And the project is Apollonia City.
Yes.
Okay. So who can be part of this open day? Essentially, who are you inviting?
Okay, so before that, I like the way you had to differentiate between Apollonia and Apollonia City. So sometimes people get it wrong. They think the Apollonia town is the project. No, the Apollonia town is just a place where our project is situated.
Okay.
So the project's name is Apollonia City. Now back to who we are inviting. A few years back, I would have named a particular target market.
Okay.
But somewhere down the line, I've realized that anybody can buy land. And the reason being that when we started, we were selling products that were, I would say, a bit high, but somewhere along the line we developed products that can that middle income earners can afford.
Okay.
So we came up with a product like a partially serviced, where people can come in, see a plot of land that is litigation free, land within a master plan enclave, still buy at a reduced price as compared to the other projects. Other products in the development.
So all these things that you talk about, you have them available. You have the homes, you have the plots.
That's correct.
And these are service plots.
Yes. So
litigation free.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we have, I'll say for the residential bit, we have three main products. We have the homes where you can just come in, buy a home, and move in, which is called the Oxford. We have the fully serviced plot, where you can come in, buy a land. All you do is just to build. We do everything for you. Road, security, water, everything is right to your doorstep.
Right.
We have the partially serviced, where we bring this product within a close proximity to you. And so you can see a difference between the partially serviced and then the fully serviced. I always tell people that if you have the opportunity, always try and then buy within a place where you won't have a problem. Yes, because it's a titled land, it's litigation free. You won't have people coming to chase you for digging fee and all that. Yeah.
Right. And a place where you know that you have proper neighbors.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you for that.
All right. So, but I have to ask you, because this is 2023.
Okay.
You know, we've gone through, and we are still recovering from a very difficult period. Would you say that real estate is still a good investment option?
Yes, I would say so. As of now, it's the only investment I know that keeps appreciating, no matter how long it takes. And for us, the beautiful thing is that we try to make it affordable for everybody. For example, a few years back, we used to do just a short payment plan. Now we do up to 3 years, where you don't even have to pay an initial deposit. All you just do is just spread the amount over the 3 years, and then boom.
And this is direct.
Yes,
it's not
direct.
Going
No, you're not going through a third party. No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. So you have this payment option plan still available?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
All right. Well, give us a reason to be there. First of all, is there specific dates or times with the open day, and why should we be there?
That's correct. So it's happening on the 28th. We are organizing buses that will pick up people from the Accra Mall to the site and then bring them back.
Free?
Oh yes, it's free.
Okay.
Food and everything is free.
Oh really?
It's on the house.
Oh, you're providing food too?
Yes, that's correct. We always do.
That's nice.
Yes, and I would encourage as many as they can to attend. One more thing I wanted to say is that we've noticed that a lot more of corporate people buy from us.
Okay.
We have companies who buy as much as 20 plot, 50 plot, 80 plot, our anchor tenants within the partially serviced board, about 120 plots, and these are for staffs. And we are able to come up with flexible payments for them. We're able to come up with a better discount option for them as well, because they're in larger quantities.
Okay. So just leave us with a phone number so people can get in touch with you, or website that you want them to visit to explore more. Speaking to Aisha Abdurrahman, Deputy Country Head, Apollonia City. They have an open day coming up and she's telling us all about it. So Aisha will leave us with a number if you want to get in touch with Apollonia City and have a conversation, carry the conversation through Explore and be part of the open day. She's promised that they will have buses at certain vantage points. I remember Accra Mall. Is there another venue?
No, for now it's just Accra Mall.
Okay.
Unless we have the numbers. So, for example, if we have about 10 people located at a particular place, then we can organize the bus to go towards the direction.
Okay. Will the bus leave at a certain time?
So what we do is we don't use just one bus. On an average, about 2 or 3 buses.
Okay.
So if you miss the 10 a.m. bus, you could join the 11 a.m. bus.
Okay.
When we are done with the tour and everything, whichever bus is available and you want to just hop on and leave, it's okay for you to leave.
All right. Aisha, number?
So you can call us on 0275 577 577 or 02542 777 222, or you can email us at sales@apollonia.com.gh.
Okay. Thank you very much, Aisha.
Thank you.
I hope that people will call and then join the open day. At least go and see what they have and start a conversation. Don't sit and imagine that, this thing might be expensive. You might surprise yourself. So just go and explore. And then who knows, you might end up owning a home or a second home, perhaps, or a good investment.
That's correct.
Thank you, Aisha, for being here.
Thank
this
you
is
too
the
for
Super
hosting me.
Morning Show.
Thank you.
Stay with us.
There's a welcome.
May I have your attention, please? Ready for the good news? Yes, this is really exciting news from your favorite network, AT. AT is giving you, their cherished customer, a whopping 200% airtime bonus every time you buy airtime via credit transfer or AT Money. You can use this bonus to talk from crinkling to crankrai for up to 72 hours. Do you also know the interesting fact? You can ask your agent to do direct data bundles such as Sikakoko, Big Time, and Fuse bundles for you. So, the next time you need to top up whether airtime or direct internet bundle, just find the nearest AT agent and request for credit transfer, or dial *110# to buy directly from your AT Money wallet. Don't miss your 200% bonus. Top up now. Spread the concern.
AT. Life is simple.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning
There's a Nigerian version.
Some way, Bill. Anyway, let me do this one. This one from our very own engineer, Abdullah Mahama. Says, I want to wish my lovely wife, Rahama Siripayata Adam Mahama, a happy birthday. My wife, my friend, my partner. Your womb has changed my name into Engineer Atapapa, as my mom affectionately calls me nowadays, because you gave me twins 9 months ago by the grace of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious. And I was there for the christening of the, those
I missed
babies.
that, I remember.
On behalf of your kids, Widad, Mashood, and Madat, I say a happy birthday. May Allah grant you all your wishes. Abi, you know Dada. Engineer Mahama is the Abi, you know Dada that I'm interested in. The Abi, you know Dada, Engineer Mahama. Which one is the Abi, you know Dada? But of course, we all talk about water these days. But in fact, we say life without water is impossible. But what do you really know about the water that you consume? With Verna purified water, you are not only guaranteed the pleasure of satisfying your thirst, but you're also assured of water that is purified using a series of filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization and ozonation to meet the standard quality your body needs. With over 100,000 bottles consumed every day, Verna Purified Water has gained acceptance as the #1 water brand in Ghana today. Now, with every bottle of Verna water you consume, you directly contribute to impacting lives through the Verna Changing Lives initiative. From its orphanage project to drilling of boreholes, surgery payments, and payments of fees for brilliant but needy students, Verna Purified Water continues to support many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Verna Purified Water, and enjoy the pure, refreshing taste. Verna Purified Water is recommended by the Ghana Medical Association. Verna Purified Water, changing people's lives. This advert is FDA approved.
And we all have those days when you're low on energy, time, cash, and even airtime and data. Well, that's why MTN Extra Time is an airtime and data advanced service that allows you to make calls or browse the internet even when you have an insufficient balance. All you have to remember, is to dial *506#, *506#. Go through the prompts and select the amount of airtime or data you need. It's more than simple. Doing your favorite things on MTN means you don't get interrupted even when you are low on airtime or data. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
Another late entry. Happy 6th birthday to Jeriel Aiden Kwao of Christ Ambassador School of Excellence. God bless your new age, and I hope this special day brings you the same sweetness you've brought into my life. From Dad, Mom, and Adriel, we say we love you. So tune in, Ghana. Get ready for a game-changing event that will transform how we handle our country's precious resources. The Circular Economy Platform, organized by the German Development Corporation, will be focusing on answers to sustainable management of e-waste, plastics, and textiles in Ghana. Join us at the WASI 2023 event on October 18 and 19th at the Grand Arena.
And ongoing at Kingdom Books and Stationery is their back to school promotion. Is on till the end of the month, 31st of October. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is giving generous 10 to 15% discount on all school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and much more across all their branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. So if you're a parent, teacher, student, please hurry whilst stocks last. For more information, call Kingdom Books on 0302 764 101 or 0302 764 209. Send an email to info@kingdomgh.com and visit their website kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Mavi, guess whose birthday it is today?
Not Barbara.
The editor-in-chief of the Daily Dispatch newspaper.
Oh.
Poster, Ben
Efson. Oh, that's
he's
a big one.
66 years today.
No way he is.
And he's celebrating 49 years in journalism.
Wow. Oh, wow. I wasn't even born.
Happy birthday to you, Ben Efson.
Yeah. Happy birthday, sir.
Yes.
Enjoy the
Uncle
day.
Ben. But how ready are you for the job market? Join the APSA Ready to Work webinar as our panelists discuss the topic preparing for the job market and the opportunities in the youth ecosystem live on our Facebook and YouTube channels at 11:30 a.m. sharp on Thursday, 19th October 2023. Let's get ready to work. That's Africanacity. That's APSA.
And what's your favorite number? Tell you what, choose your favorite number from 1 to 36. Stick and get ready for the excitement as we'll unveil the lucky number. Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by sticking from 1 Ghana cedis to 350 Ghana cedis and win 26 times your stake on the amazing Pick One Game by Game Pack. Play by dialing *946# *946# on all networks via their website or download the Game Pack app on gamepackgames.com. That's the website. Watch the live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 noon and 6 p.m. daily. Game Pack, more moolah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
And folks, that'll be all from us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being a part. Make sure you tune in same time tomorrow morning. On behalf of the team, my name is Winston Amwa.
And mine is Mama Vioso Abwaje.